Hell yeah! You're watching The Dusty Show. Let's fucking do it!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday night! And if you're a fellow pirate who spent the week watching One Piece Season 2, let me hear you say it! Woo! Welcome one and all to the finest simulation in the world. It's The Dusty Show. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for joining me. Missed you guys. I missed you guys. Big shout out to everybody who sent me love on my birthday. It meant a lot. 51. I did it. Woo. 51 years old. Hell yeah, Dusty. That was my Tuesday. I had a birthday, so I took Wednesday off. Didn't really do much. Just fucking slept. Caught up on my sleep. Getting old as fuck now. Need my grandpa naps. Tell you what I did do, though, folks. One Piece Season 2, hell yeah! Now, you guys, if you ever watch this show, you're like, you like that, Dusty? You like One Piece? We can't believe that, because you hate anime. It's true, I do hate anime. But I will say, this show, pretty good. It's pretty good. Now, obviously, it's based off anime, so it's made for children and Asians. So, be prepared. It's not like intellectually stimulating or anything, but pretty good. I gotta say, I like it. Man, it just has a bunch of style, a ton of fucking character. All the different characters in the show just got their own unique sense of fashion. I dig it. Tell you what I've been doing, though. Been watching it in 3D. I'm involved in this website. It's 3dtorrents.com. I don't know. Just search for 3D torrents on Google. You'll find it. Basically, these motherfuckers, they use AI. They take TV shows and use AI to make them in 3D. They're side by side. Basically, it's two different pictures. All right. So that's how 3D works. It has a different picture for each eye, and they're just sort of offset a little bit. And I got this new monitor. Samsung Odyssey is cool as shit. So basically, it lets you watch 3D side by side without having glasses. Why is that good? I'll explain it. So basically, you know, when you go to the movie theater, you have those goofy glasses, or you have a projector at your home, you have to wear these glasses, or like the old TVs, I don't sell them no more. But those old 3D TVs, you had to wear glasses. Those suck shit. The reason they suck shit is how they work is they're alternating shutter. So your eyes have to see, like your left eye has to see one image, and your right has to see the other image, and they have to be offset a little bit. So how the glasses work is the glasses basically just black out one eye while the other eye is open, and they black out the other eye. And they go so fast, so many times a second. But it's basically like this. One after that, one after that, one after that. And so your eyeballs are only getting half the light that you would normally get. So all the 3D movies are fucking dim and dark as shit. It's hard to see what the fuck's going on. You can't just up the brightness because then it makes the video blown out. So ain't nothing much you can do about that, except if you're watching on a VR headset or you're watching on one of these new 3D monitors, what they do is they fucking track your eyeballs, baby. And so it sends one image to one eyeball and the other image to the other eyeball. So it's full brightness and it's in 3D. It's fucking incredible in One Piece. Probably one of the better shows to watch in 3D. Now, it's not like popping out of your screen or anything. That's not how it works. Basically, it just makes depth to whatever you're watching. So it's like you're watching the show through a window. You're like looking out the window and seeing all the characters and shit. And it's all vivid, brightly colored. It's pretty fucking cool, man. So I enjoyed that. Watch me some One Piece Season 2. Gonna watch the rest of it after the show tonight. And then I had a genius idea. I'm like, hey, if One Piece is awesome in 3D, I wonder what porn is like. You gotta watch porn. So of course, I immediately flip over, turn on the porn, and holy shit, it's like I'm sitting outside looking through a window watching some stranger bang my grandma, just like when I was a teenager. So the future is here, guys. Pretty fucking cool. One Piece Season 2 available now on the finer pirating sites. And all right, let's go ahead and kick the show off, folks. Hell yeah. As always, super chats are open, no question dodged. Every question answered on the super chats. There is a QR code above me. Aim your camera phone at it, or just check the description of every video. It's in there. PayPal, great way to support the show. Help me out. So I am a digital busker. I basically put out free content. I am 100% user supported. I don't let no ads on my show. I don't have no sponsors. Nothing. Just you guys. So if you like what I do, please help me stay in business. I work hard on the show, and I would very much appreciate it. Throw a coin to your Witcher. Thank you in advance. You got a dirty mind. All right, let's go and kick this long-ass show off, everybody. It's going to be a big one. That's what she said. First off, unfortunately, I got to do this again. We're going to start off with a little section I hate to call War. War never changes. And yeah, war never changes. 6 more dead. 6 more U.S. troops died to cover up for pedophilia. They died for Israel. I don't like people dying, folks. You know, even if they are sort of supporting terrorism, like our military is. I don't like it, but hey, like, you can't talk to them. You can't talk them out of dying for Israel. They seem gung-ho about going over and covering up pedophilia. What you gonna do about it? I can't do that for them. Pentagon raises U.S. death toll in Iraq crash to 6, so that's 6 more on top of the other 6. That's what they're saying. 12 so far. 12 U.S. soldiers dead so far. Probably way more than that. Can't believe nothing. The government says for once. All 6 crew members aboard a U.S. refueling plane, which crashed overnight, have been confirmed dead. A frantic search for the troops traveling in the KC-135 Stratotanker was launched after the aircraft was downed over Iraq in a suspected mid-air collision. Yeah, weird that none of the enemy is bringing down these planes, but fuck, Qatari brought down 3 F-15s. Now Iraq's supposed to be our friend, bringing down our refueling planes. Oh no, seems like some fuckery is abound. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't fucking know. Next thing you know, drone attack, the one that killed the last 6 people. Apparently it hurt a whole bunch of motherfuckers. Hundreds being maimed, having limbs blown off, gonna live with deformities for the rest of their life because they chose to get maimed for Israel. They chose to get blown apart for pedophiles. And already a drone attack in Kuwait that killed 6 U.S. service members in the early hours of the war with Iran was more severe than has previously been revealed. What? The U.S. government withheld details about the attack from us? That doesn't seem like Donald Trump. So honest. With dozens suffering injuries, including brain trauma, shrapnel wounds, and burns, multiple sources told CBS News. Just getting started, too. And we can expect tons of them to fucking die. What you gonna do? Like, I'll pretend to cry a tear for you, but I really can't, you know. If you go over there and you bomb fucking civilians, if you're part of this war of choice by our dictator, our glorious pharaoh, whatever, you know, oopsies, sucks to be fucking you. No, hate it for you. You ought not do that. If you go over to a country and you shoot at them and they shoot back at you, a little bit your fault, right? I think we can all agree on that. Meanwhile, the Pentagon has determined, yeah, they're the ones that killed all those children in that strike. An ongoing military investigation has determined that the United States is responsible for a deadly Tomahawk missile strike on an Iranian elementary school, according to U.S. officials. Yeah, no shit. We about the only ones that have fucking Tomahawk missiles. The fucking missile strike happened exactly while we were launching our attacks at fucking Iran. It was definitely us. It's on fucking video. We know it. Don't matter. Of course, Trump lied about it. But we knew it was fucking the case. Nobody will be held accountable. Nothing will change. They don't give a shit, right? Oopsies. We actually killed 175 children. Nothing to see here. But what do you think that's going to cause? More terrorism, right? More people that want to see the death of America. Hell, I kind of want to see the death of America. Murder 175 innocent children. What decent human being doesn't want to see the death of the government that is responsible for that, right? That's just humanity. So it's always the case, folks. Like, they might not admit to do it, but they don't really give a shit because they want to create terrorists. They want an excuse to blow people up. And if people fight back, oh my God, I can't believe you fight back. Hey, we have to kill even more of you, which just perpetuates these circle of violence, right? It never fucking ends. And that's the point. Never ending war, never ending profits for our military industrial complex. And even Fox News knows Trump is lying. Here they are, just admitting it out in the open.
I want to bring in Jen Griffin, our national security correspondent. One of the questions, Jen, in that news conference was about the strike on the girls' school that's next to a base in Iran, and it was a Tomahawk missile. The president saying Tomahawks are used by other countries, but an investigation is ongoing. What do we know about where that stands?
Well, that was a bit surprising to me because basically the U.S. has Tomahawks. Tomahawks have to...
So surprising that Trump would lie to the American people. Never happened before. I'm shocked.
be fired from either submarines or from warships.
Right.
The Brits and the Australians have Tomahawks, but they're not part of this conflict. And then you also have the Japanese who are in a testing phase. So it seems highly unlikely that it would be anyone's Tomahawk other than a U.S. Tomahawk that hit that school. And I think the president knows that. He just knows that this is certainly a mistake, a big mistake, and it's being investigated, but he's trying to sort of muddy the waters by talking about the Tomahawks.
Yeah,
he's trying to muddy the waters. Translation, he lying his fucking ass off. We know he lying. You know he lying. Everybody knows he's lying. Just conservatives don't give a shit. They don't care about anything. They don't care if he rapes their kids. They don't care if he kills their kids, right? We're through the fucking looking glass. This is banana world now, folks. Got to be a dark simulation. No other logical conclusion. Meanwhile, they ask him about, hey, Pentagon just determined you killed 175 innocent little girls. You feel responsible for that? Trump does what he does. He pretends like he doesn't hear you. Plays dumb. And then he doesn't answer the question because he doesn't give a shit.
Report shows a new report says that the military investigation has found that the United States struck the school in Iran. As Commander-in-Chief, you take responsibility for that.
I absolutely heard every word she said. No doubt. Looking right at her, not going, what? Not knows what she said, but he wants to delay. He's trying to think of something to fucking say. Somebody get out of this question. So, what?
That is what?
As Commander-in-Chief, do you...
For what?
For the strike on the school in Iran. A new report says the military investigation has found it was the United States that struck the school.
I don't know about it.
I don't know about it, and I don't give a shit. Fuck those children. If I can't literally fuck them, I'll kill them, right? Because we are ruled by demon pedophiles. Thanks, MAGA. You did it. I guess this is greatness. Destroyed the whole fucking country. We will never recover from this. Never. Never. I will never take pride in this country, guys. I don't care who they elect next. This is remove the lily from the gill from the lily for me. It's all over. Then they ask him, hey, about the Tomahawk missiles, folks. And now he has a different story. Now he's just outright admitting that we are the only ones who make the Tomahawk missile.
Look, nobody has the technology or the weapons that we have, and the Patriots are an example of it. We have the Tomahawks. We have the Patriots. We have stuff that nobody's ever been able to produce, and they can't produce it like us.
Yeah, no, right. We're the only one that have Tomahawks. Then why last week did you say other countries have Tomahawks, and it could have been Iran? It could have been. Why did you say that? And now you're saying we're the only one that has it. What? Oh, you're lying? Yeah. Don't give a shit. Have no respect for the people of the United States, nor should you. We're the fucking worst. Meanwhile, Miss Rachel doing the Lord's work out here, just trying to save kids, you know. I guess that's why Republicans hate her. She says the children being bombed are the same children as the ones in your home. The parents losing them are the same parents as the ones in your home. The same joy, laughter, giggles, love, kissing mama goodbye for school, the same screams, tears, anguish, pain. Kissing mama goodbye forever. And they are, folks. They might have... Some of them might have slightly darker skin. A lot of them white as fuck. They just the same. We're just people, right? But it doesn't matter. We are ruled by fucking psychopathic child murdering demons who don't care about anything except for money and ruling us and enslaving us. And that's where we're at in this fucking country. It cannot collapse fucking fast enough. Every patriot wants this to collapse. Every decent human being wants this to collapse. Nobody wants to see this continue. Of course, Iran doing a little bit of retaliation. It's hard to find any new footage. A total media blackout, it seems, on everything that's going on. I didn't think it would happen in this day and age with cell phones everywhere, but they're threatening everybody with jail time if they go to their social media and use their cell phone to cover any of this. So very little of it being provided to us. A Dubai attack, though. Here's one of Iranian drone struck the iconic Greek harbor tower full on. So they're trying to punish all these Middle Eastern countries who are in bed with the United States, like Qatar, the United Emirates, Saudi Arabia, all of them, Saudi Arabia, petitioning Donald Trump to bomb Iran. So they're a lot more split than you would think they would be over there. And they're trying to spread the pain around. Meanwhile, of According to Hassani B, American satellite imagery company Planet Labs, after consultations with the U.S. government, has announced an unprecedented 14-day delay to the release of imagery in the Middle East because we don't deserve to know. The most transparent administration collaborating with these satellite imaging companies to make sure that we don't have any real-time information. You don't fucking deserve to know. They'll spend your money to murder kids. Our own troops will get blown up. Fuck you. Stay in the dark, America, you big fucking dummies. And now over to the Strait of Hormuz, which is that little bitty strait where so much of the world's oil goes through. You might have noticed that gas prices up a little bit. This is why Iran shut off the strait. Apparently, they're laying mines, folks. Iran has begun laying mines in the Strait of Hormuz, the Persian Gulf Channel that carries 20% of the world's oil, according to U.S. officials. They say they might have put as many of a dozen there. And these are not the same type of mines they used to have back in World War II, the big balls of iron with little spikes sticking out. They're not like that at all. They have incredible technological advances. They can sit on the bottom of the ocean. They can even skip ships. So if they send minesweepers through, they ignore those and they wait for the slow moving oil ships. They even have them a whole bunch of them just skimming along the surface, just missiles, just waiting for shit. Makes it incredibly difficult to take any oil through there, which is the entire fucking point. Just the chance that they could get sunk or blown up makes the insurance companies not want to give them insurance policies. And without insurance, they're not going to fucking do it. The oil just the oil alone worth hundreds of millions of dollars on these tankers. Not to mention the lives of the people on the boat and the boat itself. And so if the insurance companies won't write off the insurance, they're not going to risk it, right? And that's what we see right now, folks. That's why oil is going through the roof. Here is U.S.-linked oil tanker Safe Sea Vishnu. So this is a tanker that is owned by the American people, owned by the American government. Boom! But it has Indian crew. I read that only one of the Indian crew died. The rest of them got away safely somehow. But yeah, they're targeting tankers. Here's another one. Oil tanker decide to play Billy Badass and try to go to the Strait of Hormuz. Let's see how that worked out. Poorly. It worked out poorly. So yeah, whole thing shut down. Seems bad, America. Seems like it wasn't very well planned out, in my opinion. But that's Donald Trump. I guess he just thought he was gonna roll in there like they did Venezuela, take out the leadership, and shit would be over instantly. But no, Iran is not fucking Venezuela. Meanwhile, they're sending 2,500 U.S. Marines to the Strait of Hormuz. Defense Secretary Hegeseth just approved a full Marine expedition. Yes, it looks like they're doing boots on the ground there. I guess the U.S. taxpayers are going to pay for us to escort all the oil tankers through there, putting our troops in incredible fucking danger. Surely some of them are going to die. Surely some are going to hit by the mines. Surely some are going to hit by the floating missiles. And of course, I guess we're going to underwrite the insurance on all these countries who are getting this oil, because we get almost none of our oil from there. But the fact that so much of the oil in the world goes through there, it draws up oil prices even for us. So I guess we're going to be on the hook for it all, folks. The biggest suckers and losers on the planet. Why wouldn't we be? Because an orange goof decided he wants to cover up for his pedophilia and do the bidding of Israel. I don't even know what fucking timeline this is. It doesn't even make any sense. It's so stupid. It's not even funny, right? It's boring. It's so silly, this dark simulation, that it's fucking boring. Here's Pete Hegseth letting us all know why the Strait of Hormuz is closed. I bet you'll never guess why it's closed, folks. I bet you can't even picture in your mind what this brainiac is going to say.
The only thing prohibiting transit in the straits right now.
Let me start over. The only thing prohibiting transit in the Strait of Hormuz, what could it be?
The only thing prohibiting transit in the straits right now is Iran shooting at shipping. It is open for transit should Iran not do that. The only thing.
No fucking shit! What are you talking about? Obviously, that's why it's closed. What the holy fucking shit? Yeah, hey, if it wasn't for Iran bombing the shit out of boats, it would be wide open like my mom's legs. So just like the neighborhood teens, go for it, everybody. Yeah, we know, Pete. We fucking know. What else would it be closed for? Just the dumbest motherfuckers. Holy goddamn shit. Fucking DUI hire from Fox News just insulted our intelligence. Oh, man, we are not a fucking serious country. Meanwhile, Donald Trump out there blaming his son-in-law, Jared Kushner.
The situation was very quickly approaching the point of no return, and the United States found it intolerable, in my opinion, based on what Steve and Jared and Pete and others were telling me, Marco, so involved, that I thought that they were going to attack us. I thought they would, if we didn't do this at the time we did it, I think they had in mind to attack us.
Literally not what you guys said. You guys said Israel was going to attack them, and you had to join in with Israel to attack them because you were afraid they were going to smack you back after Israel attacked them. Now he's like, yeah, I was talking to my son-in-law, Jared Kushner, who just got over $100 million in kickbacks from the Saudi Arabian government, who is also begging us to attack Iran. And I was like, oh, because my stupid son-in-law, who does not even work for the United States government, told me to. I got a dozen of our soldiers killed. I started a fucking war. Oil prices are up 60% this fucking month already. He's not supposed to have this power, of course. War powers are supposed to be congressional, but nothing matters anymore. We have a fucking dictator. We have a pharaoh. So all bets are off the table, I guess. And but don't worry, folks. We won. It's all fucking over. Mission accomplished.
Is that a great name? Well, it's only good if you win. You know, you can only do. And we've won. Let me tell you, we've won.
We won.
You know, you never like to say too early you won. We won. We won the bet. In the first hour, it was over.
It was over. There was. It's still going. Why are you guys sending 2,500 Marines over there? You know how you can tell you won? When you keep it going. You know, like in the Super Bowl, when one team destroys the other team, it's a blowout. And then the game is over. They've won, but they decide to let the game continue on just so they can run the score up because everybody loves that. That's how you really know that you won, isn't it? No, it doesn't make any sense, folks.
Oh, we won. But they gave me a list of names that, sir, you can pick the name you'd like, sir.
You see how he always belittles the soldiers, the people that work for him? Sir, I will suck your dick, sir. Just he has no fucking love or pride for anybody that works for him, right? He just looks down on everybody.
I said, the name of what? The name of the attack on Iran, sir. And they gave me like 20 names. And I'm like falling asleep. I didn't like any of them. Then I
was so bored with the war. War is so boring. Yeah, I was about to bomb 175 schoolgirls, get a bunch of our soldiers killed, destroy the wealth of our kids for generations on forever wars, but I could barely keep my eyes open. This is so dull.
Epic Fury. I said, I like that name.
Yeah, woo! We're retarded children. Epic Fury. So cool. Isn't it cool, everybody? Isn't the name Epic Fury so fucking awesome? Just good God, I hate everything about this fucking country now. I hate it.
I like that name.
I like that name.
Is that a great name?
No, it's really fucking stupid. Like a child thought it up, which I guess a mental child did. And they're asking, when's it going to be over, Trump? Hey, you said we won, so it's over, right? We can all go home?
When it's over, and I don't think it's going to be long, when it's over, this is going to bounce right back so fast.
When are you going to know when it's over?
When I feel it.
Okay.
I feel it in my bones.
When he feels it in his bones, we got to let this old pedophile wait till his bones feel it's time to stop killing civilians and getting our soldiers killed and bankrupting our whole country. His bones, y'all. His decrepit old fucking bones. Yay, yay. That sounds like a good metric for ending the war, doesn't it? Then the psychopath posted this. We are totally destroying the terrorist regime. Skip to the bottom. They've been killing innocent people all over the world for 47 years. You just killed 175 school children, and you carpet bombed Tehran, one of the largest cities in the Middle East, indiscriminately killing civilians. Doesn't matter. I, as the 47th President of the United States, am killing them. What a great honor it is to do so. Yay, I love murdering people. Nothing more honorable than murdering people. Hey, give me that Nobel Peace Prize immediately. Give me another FIFA Peace Prize. Hooray for mass murder of civilians. Are we the baddies? It's possible, y'all. Meanwhile, as I told you in the last show, they did it. Trump administration lifts sanctions on Russian oil. Now Russia gets to set premium prices for their oil and sell it to India, which they're turning around and they're helping Iran with. They're sending Iran money. They're sending them intelligence. They're sending them parts for their drones and shit. All paid for by, I guess, Donald Trump's assistance in lifting these sanctions. Because why fucking wouldn't they do that? Meanwhile, here he is defending Putin. Some dickhead last show said super chat. Why are you saying he's in bed with Putin? That doesn't make any sense. The fuck you talking about, you Russian fucking shills? You Russian bots? It's so obvious he's in Putin's back pocket. It's so obvious he's a Putin shill. So he removes these sanctions for oil. Russia gets to charge premium prices, gets to help our enemies who are killing our soldiers. They asked Donald Trump about it. Here's what he said.
They're being hit so hard, it'll take them 20 years to rebuild.
You think Putin is helping them?
I think he might be helping them a little bit.
A little bit help. Yeah, hey, Putin might be helping kill our soldiers. A little bit soldier murder. No big deal, though. Hey, we do it. Doesn't everybody do it? It's all good, baby. Who really gives a shit about our soldiers?
He thinks we're helping Ukraine, right?
And you are, right?
Yeah, we're helping them also, and so he says that, and China would say the same thing. You know, it's like, hey, they do it and we do it, in all fairness. They do it and we do it.
Yeah, it's all fair, except for you're literally helping them by easing the sanctions and allowing them to make premium money off their oil that they're using to fund Iran and bomb our soldiers. You're helping them. It's quite different. It's quite fucking different, Trump, but it doesn't matter. Just whatever he has to do to stump for Putin, to shill for him. It's so obvious they have some kind of compromise on him. Meanwhile, the FBI's warning of an Iranian drone attack on the U.S. West Coast. Of course, I don't know if this is true or not. Might be a false flag to amp the American public up, to pound the war drums, or it could be real. Blowback is a real thing. That's why 9/11 happened, supposedly, if it wasn't an inside job. They said, hey, we're doing it because you guys keep interfering in Palestine, Gaza, Middle East. And so it's blowback. So we can expect to see blowback happen. We can expect to see innocent United States civilians die for Donald Trump. He doesn't give a shit, folks. They don't care about you. It's all for fucking Israel. As long as Israelis don't die, that's what's really fucking important. But they did. Some genius out there, I guess they hacked Iran, and they found a video of one of their drone operators about to drone strike Los Angeles. Let's take a look at that real video that they found.
General Mohammed have arrived in Los Angeles, and oh yes, this a shithole, man. Yeesh. I think our North Korean allies have already attacked. Oof. Forget bombs. We need to drop some aid. You know what, guys? I don't even feel good about this anymore. Like, let's just go back. You know, like, it's like, why kick people while they're down? You know what I'm saying?
More empathetic than we are! Iranians, more empathetic than we are. Don't kick us while we're down. How could it get any worse, really? You would just be upping the property values by bombing it at this point there, Iran. Meanwhile, don't worry about it, says Donald Trump. Do not worry about the terrorists, because he knows exactly where they are.
Years that way. And if they try to hit us back, have you been briefed about how many Iran sleeper cells there could be inside the U.S. right now?
I have been, and a lot of people came in through Biden with this stupid open border. Biden! But we know where most of them are. We've got our eye on all of them, I think.
Yeah, hey, they know where they all are, folks. Hey, well, just here's a thought. I'm just spitballing off the top of my head. Go get them! If you know where they are, go round them up. What are you waiting for? What the fuck? Why haven't you immediately gone and got them? And just don't. Anyway, yeah, Trump, I have been, and a lot of people came through Biden. We know where most of them are. Yeah, I love the idea that they know where the terrorists are, but instead they're rounding up roofers and nannies and shit. Does that make any sense to anybody? I'm starting to think this Trump guy might not be totally fucking honest. Jesus. Meanwhile, They just saying the quiet part out loud. I told you guys, the entire reason they sabotaged the deal with Netflix and Paramount was so that they could buy up CNN and turn it into state-run media. They're not even pretending this is not true. Here's the guy running the Secretary of War, the guy running our War Department, Pete Kegsbreath, admitting it.
They're confused, and we know it. Our response, we will keep pressing. We will keep pushing, keep advancing. No quarter, no mercy for our enemies. Yet some in this crew, in the press, just can't stop. Allow me to make a few suggestions.
Please talk down
People
to us.
Look up at the TV and they see banners, they see headlines. I used to be in that business, and I know that everything is written intentionally.
So you're a propagandist. You work for a propaganda company, and you know all how it works, right?
Example, a banner or a headline. Mideast war intensifies, splashing on the screen the last couple of days.
It literally is intensifying. I'm about to show you. He brags the entire time about how they're intensifying all the fucking bombing. But if you say the truth...
Alongside visuals of civilian or energy targets that Iran has hit, because that's what they do.
Or children you guys murdered, you know.
What should the banner read instead? How about Iran increasingly desperate? Because they are. They know it, and so do you. If it can
that sounds like that's going to make it more dangerous there, Pete.
Be admitted. Or more fake news from CNN.
CNN.
Reports that the Trump administration underestimated the Iran war's impact on the Strait of Hormuz.
You clearly did. Gas is like $97 a barrel now. You knew that was going to happen? Really? I don't think that's true.
Patently ridiculous, of course. For decades, Iran has threatened shipping in the Strait of Hormuz. This is always what they do, hold the strait hostage. CNN doesn't think we thought of that. It's a fundamentally unserious report. The sooner David Ellison takes over that network, the better.
Yeah, woo! The sooner that network becomes state-sponsored media, the better, baby! Yeah, no fucking shit. The defense secretary calling for a billionaire ally of the government to take over a media outlet and make it pro-government. This is what authoritarianism looks like, folks, but this is the entire point. I don't know how we're coming back from this. They are sewing it fucking up, everybody. Dotting every I, crossing every T, taking over everything. The airwaves completely nothing but state-run media. They got TikTok, Facebook, Twitter. They got all the fucking networks. Now they got CNN. They got CBS. They got it all. The fucking idiots in this country. And it's recently just hit me how the average intelligence of Americans is actually way, way lower than you actually think it is. I think most of us are not to brag, but most of us are pretty far above average in this country. And so because we operate on a different level than they are, we sometimes fail to realize how dumb the average person really is. And as George Carlin says, as dumb as the average person is, like 49.9% of the population is even dumber than that. So literally, basically illiterate 9-year-olds. How are they even going to know what's fucking going on when all of the airways are completely state-run? All of them are pushing this propaganda 24/7. They will never know what the fucking truth is, and they don't really care, right? They don't have the brain power to actually research anything or find out for themselves. But here's what I was talking about, folks. Here he is. Hegeseth, another example of fake headline. Fucking the media saying that we're ramping up the fucking war. Fake news. Then he says, today we will yet again begin the highest volume of strikes that America has put over the skies of Iran. Ramping up and only up. Yeah, don't report what I fucking say, everybody. Report what I want you to say anyway. Just so crazy. But yeah, they will, folks. They're all going to get in a line. It's already happening in front of our very eyes. And warmongers among us trying to sell this shit, mostly Zionists. They don't care about anything except for Israel. Not like any of this is good for the Jewish people. We all know it's not. We all know this makes the Jewish people much, much less safe, right? But they're just crazed, right? They're bloodthirsty. They're mad with bloodlust. Here she is trying to convince this interviewer who ain't fucking accepting it in any way that the Constitution actually says the president has war powers.
The president can make a case directly to the American people, and Congress's role is the power of the purse.
So the case for Congress is once we have gone to war, if they don't like it, they can remove the money.
Congress does not have a constitutional role in the declaration of war. Congress has a role in cutting off funds for wars, which it has threatened to do. The president doesn't have to get permission, but yes, you can debate, you can decide that's his choice and how he wants to do it.
I mean, here I will quote the Constitution: the Congress shall have power to declare war, grant letters of marque and reprisal, and make rules concerning captures on land and water.
I think
the president shall be the commander-in-chief of the army, but it is Congress that has the power to declare war.
So constitutionally, the Constitution says Congress has the power to declare war, but the issue is whether or not a president who deploys military force abroad needs to do so only after...
That ain't what you said, bitch! That literally ain't what you fucking said! So change and get moving the fucking goalpost. How dare you read the Constitution for me? The Constitution is whatever Israel says it is, and Israel says Congress doesn't declare war, the president does, so shut the fuck up, slaves! Go back to bed. We got this covered, idiots. Meanwhile, this is just 1984, folks. The party demanded that you believe we have always been at war with Eurasia. Once they started war with Eurasia, they changed it to where the people were meant to believe that the war has always existed. Here's Representative Scott Perry.
America. Do you think the Democrats will come on board and support our troops in this time of...
Yeah, support the troops. Hey, if you don't want endless wars, if you don't want 175 little schoolgirls blown to pieces, if you don't want your country to be bankrupted while we're already $40 trillion in debt, you don't support the troops. You troop hater. Just the same exact goddamn playbook that they did in Iraq. The same playbook they did in Afghanistan. It's so fucking insulting. Who is falling for this shit?
War?
I'm not really sure that they will. Look, they have sidled up to terrorists and criminals for the last couple of years now. Again, not siding with law enforcement and siding with the people that conduct these outrageous attacks. So, again, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if it's not something that that they won't support. And I think that it's right that we got to figure out how we're going to pay for this. You know, so to me, quite honestly, Iran, the president is ending a 47-year war with Iran.
That's right. We've always been at war. 47 years. And we just didn't notice it, y'all, because we're too fucking stupid. But Donald Trump noticed this secret war that was taking place. And God bless this man. I'm just too sad that all of us were too stupid to realize this 47-year war that's been taking place.
Should be paying for this. Now, I know they're not going to pay for it at this moment, but at some point, they're going to be paying, and they should be paying for this operation to free the world of the scourge of Islamist terrorism.
And let us see what he's saying there. They're going to pay for it in the long run. We're going to steal all their oil. We're going to make them pay for us bombing their children, us destroying their infrastructure, killing their civilians. They're going to pay for us murdering them. And that's just so dystopian, so authoritarian. But apparently, I didn't get the memo. Lady G is in charge of our government. He must be, because he's over on Fox News offering deals to Saudi Arabia like this.
Finally, to my friends in Saudi Arabia, I've been your biggest champion. I think the Crown Prince has taken Saudi Arabia in a completely different direction.
Yeah, Crown Prince, so great. I mean, yeah, he might have cut up American journalists into a bunch of bits, you know, might have murdered him fucking brutally, but he's a swell guy, says Lady G.
In a good way. But here's what I want to say to Saudi Arabia tonight. I'm willing to do a mutual defense agreement with your country to give you protection in perpetuity. Under the agreement I've been pushing, and I hope we can continue to talk about, if you're attacked by Iran, we would go to war for you.
Yeah, hey, we're going to go to war for you. We're going to send our men and women to die for you, Saudi Arabia. All you got to do is attack Israel. Come on. Do it. All you got to do is attack Israel. All you got to do is attack Iran. Come on. All you got to do is be a slave of Israel. And the United States suckers and losers will be on the hook to pay for your defense. And I'll make the deal with you, says Lady G. Lindsey Graham, who has no authority whatsoever, but he's so bloodthirsty right now. Apparently, he thinks he's fucking running shit. We'll protect you in perpetuity if you'll just be Israel's bitch. Just crazy times. And he wasn't done there, folks. Here he is talking about he's going to go back home to South Carolina and ask the young men and women in his state to go die for Israel.
To our allies, step up, get our air bases out of Spain. They're not reliable. Move all those airplanes to a country that would let us use them when we're threatened by a regime like Iran. To our friends in Spain, man, you've lost your way. I don't want to do business with you anymore. I want our air bases out of Spain into a country that will let us use them. To our Arab friends, I've tried to help you construct a new Mideast. You need to up your game here. I can't go to South Carolina and say we're fighting and you won't publicly fight. What you're doing behind the scenes, that has to stop. The double dealing of the Arab world when it comes to this stuff needs to end. I go back to South Carolina. I'm asking them to send their sons and daughters over to the Mideast. What I want you to do...
That's right. I'm going to go back and ask my constituents to let their sons and daughters die for Israel, because that's who I worship. That's who my fucking boss is. And hey, which one of you idiots is going to die for Israel? A bunch of you, I do suspect. And then he ended his whole interview with Sean Hannity by saying this.
God bless Israel. Right. We should move all our stuff to Israel.
Yeah, God bless Israel.
Right. We should move all our stuff to Israel.
We should move all our stuff to Israel. Israel should have everything for them, nothing for America. Israel first is America first, right? Lay down, slaves. They get everything. And yeah, dude does not talk about South Carolina the way he talks about Israel. It's so weird.
All the anti-Semites, to all the isolationists, I don't believe. Forget it. I'm not with you. I'm with Israel. I will be with Israel to our dying day.
I know, baby. I'm with Israel to our dying day. Hey, all of you in my state who don't want to die for Israel, just know I'm not with you, you anti-Semites. I cannot believe you're so anti-Semitic you don't want to die for Israel. I went there to my dying day, baby. I actually heard that he has a good chance of getting voted out. I've just never seen anybody, I guess except for John Fetterman, sell out to Israel harder than Lindsey Graham has. And I have a theory of why he's doing this. I'm pretty sure this is true, too. I bet Israel made him a deal. And they're like, hey, just suck our dick in every way you can. Go to bat for us as hard as anybody has ever done. Sell out your country as much as humanly fucking possible. And then when you get voted off, we're going to get you a high-paying job over in Israel. You can move over here, and I'll tell you what, we'll get you all the fucking rent boys you want. You can fuck any gay dude in all of Israel. We'll just line them the fuck up to just pound you in your moldy asshole. I guarantee you that's what they fucking offered him, folks. I bet you he moves over there. And speaking of which, you guys know why they call Lindsey Graham Ladybug? This is true. Now, I don't know if this guy's telling the truth, but this is a true post put out of a former escort detailing his experiences with Lindsey Graham. In November of 2013, Lindsey Graham hired me as an escort. We met at a Westmore hotel in Baltimore. I did not know, of course, that it was Senator Graham who used the name Brad in his text until I opened the door. If I was surprised I didn't show it, I excused myself and went to the bathroom where I Googled his image to be sure. Yep, it's Senator Graham, all right. When I came out of the bathroom, he was on the bed, naked, on all fours. I noted there were dark marks around his anus. I asked if he had showered. He said yes. I asked if it was okay if I wiped him down. He said sure. I wet a face towel and I wiped and wiped between his buttocks, but nothing was coming off. Then I realized that his taint wasn't dirty. It was just full of moles. Dark moles in dense clusters up and down the length of his taint. "Aw," he said, "hope you don't mind. Those are just my ladybugs." I ran out of there. Now you know what I see in my mind anytime he comes up in the news. Any escorts he's hired should be able to verify this. Thank you for listening. So, yep. Ladybug Lindsey. That's why they call him Lady G. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's true, folks. Definitely going to be over in Israel, just getting fucking plowed. You know, Israelis ain't going to fucking care, right? They literally have a rape culture. They don't mind that he has a moly asshole. He's going to get up there and lick all that shit up. Meanwhile, I can't believe I'm agreeing with Candace Owens. Not the best, not the brightest, but I'll give her this one. When she's right, she's right.
So I say, by all means, allow the Mark Levins, the Ben Shapiros to sign their offspring up instead. Allow the Christian Zionists, the ones who make videos telling you how devilish it is if you don't support Israel. They believe this is messianic, that Bibi was sent to usher in Armageddon. That's going to bring Jesus back. I urge you, all of you Christian Zionists, sign up for the military today. Please, you guys, stop tweeting. Stop screaming about Tucker Carlson. You have something much more important to do. There's a messianic mission right now. Go to Iran. Go remove the thousands of dead, innocent Palestinian children from beneath the rubble in Gaza so that Trump can build his hotel. I want you guys to be the change that you wish to see in the world. You've got this. Allow the Goyim to stand down because you guys have the vision. You have the understanding.
Of course they're not, because they're the people of nothing. They actually don't believe in it. It's just whatever they have to say on social media to make a buck. I'm going to get into this in a minute, but I actually watched the new Louis Theroux documentary about the Manosphere. And all of them are just saying the exact same thing. Hey, we'll say anything to make money, okay? We'll run OnlyFans sites for women, even though publicly we shit all over them, call them whores and shit. But we'll go against whatever we claim our moral framework is to make a buck, because that's all we really care about. They just straight up said it. So they're all like that. And they're all like these hypocrites. Always a tweet. Sassafras, popular right-wing influencer. I'm voting for the man who had no new wars. That's right, I hate war. And Donald Trump is the man who's promised no new wars, and that's what I fucking stand for. I'm a one-issue voter, and that issue is no wars. I will never back down. Now she's like, hate to break it to you, but we aren't being paid. Some of us actually want terrorists dead. Good talk. Yay, war. Woo, baby, war. And yes, every single one of these people would be against this if Kamala was president. 100% of them. But they ain't about fucking shit. They don't care. Their words don't mean anything. All about fucking money to these people. They feel morally obligated to lie. And it's so embarrassing. Every day is a new low. Every day is a new embarrassment. Just when you think this country can't sink any lower. This is the kind of shit our official White House account is putting out to gin the country up for more war and death.
Strike to claim it. A strike to claim it. And he got it!
Here comes the heat from the USA. Pins down. What a strike. That's right. Who do you think you are? I am.
Jesus, how could this be real life? It just can't be. There has to be some kind of alternative explanation for it. I have an alternative explanation. Okay, this is what I think. All right, so this is a simulation. All right, so I don't know how many of you are actually real people. Some of you must be real and not just all bots. But for some reason, the simulation has decided to simulate the time right before AI took over. And it wanted us to know kind of the backstory of how humanity ended. So basically, we're living through the end days of humanity right before AI took off and destroyed humanity forever. And that's the whole point of this whole simulation, is so we can learn how we got to the position where all that exists as far as intelligence goes is AI. That's my fucking theory about it. No way this could be real, okay? I know fucking this country is stupid, but it just can't be this stupid. It can't be. But I guess when you got people like Joe Rogan, who are the #1 podcaster in the world, I still think he is. Maybe he's in the top 5 at least. Anyway, he mad at Donald Trump for starting the war. He's the guy in the hot dog costume looking around trying to figure out who's responsible for all this.
Yeah. Well, a lot of things, it's just nothing seems stable everywhere. Everywhere in the world seems fucked right now. Like, this is in all of my years, this seems the most unstable.
Yeah, what is responsible for that? You literally endorsed Trump. You literally had every fascist dickhead in the government on there, every oligarch on there to sell this shit. Next week, you'll have Elon back on there, and he'll be like, yes, I have to be allowed to spend $300 billion to buy up your election. And Joe Rogan's be like, man, that's wild. Woo! Pull up that monkey, ripping that guy's face off. Like, literally, you'll be right the fuck back to it. Jesus, no responsibility whatsoever. Just, you have the largest platform in the world. That means you have the most responsibility to make sure you don't platform fascist. You don't platform misinformation, but they don't give a shit. They'll pretend like they had nothing to fucking do with it. Meanwhile, I think it's important, folks, to highlight who the Iranian people are. Now, I do not like the Iranian regime. I do think the Iranian people should stand up and fight back against this evil regime. I'm not even opposed to like helping them like we did Ukraine, right? Maybe if they have a uprising, funding it with weapons and shit, I got no fucking problem with that. And I don't like Islam. I think Islam, like all religions, is incredibly harmful. It's incredibly primitive, right? It doesn't fucking benefit anybody. The quicker it, along with all religions, are eradicated, the fucking better, right? But while I believe those things, I do not believe the Iranian people should be murdered. I don't think their fucking children should be bombed and killed and have their body parts blown apart, okay? I don't believe any decent person wants that. They are us, folks, right? We're all just humanity. We're all so much more similar than we are different. Case in point, here's what Iran is like, folks. Here's Tehran, the biggest city in Iran. Here's some dude walking up asking people out on dates.
ببخشید میایم بریم کافه؟ نه ببخشید میای بریم کافه؟ سلام میایم بریم کافه؟ نه دیرم میشه نه خب یه نهار بخور چرا کاری نداری بریم کافه؟
This super carpet bombing, folks. Do they really seem that different to us? Do they really seem like people that deserve to be murdered by us? By our tax dollars? By our pedophile government? Look at this guy. Looks like somebody off Cowboy Bebop or some shit. I just don't know how not to hate. I don't want to be a hateful person, right? I don't want to have hate in my heart. But how do you not hate this government? How do you not hate the people responsible for this? How do you not fight back against it with every fiber of your being? But here's a pretty funny video, folks, and it's pretty spot on, too. War in the TikTok era is wild as fuck, y'all. Watch this, Chad.
Urgent message to the Iranian government right here. I need missiles here tonight. Israel's Channel 12 did a report on the new Patriot battery system. It's right here at the Palashamin Air Force Base. It's actually right here. You can zoom out a little bit, Iran, if you want to see that. Yet again, it's this exact area. I'm going to zoom out for you. This is where the Patriot battery system is. This is the guy that reported it. He's Channel 13. Actually, you can see it right here about the Aero battery air defense he's posting with it. That is going to be right here. It's right there in the middle. Yet again, here's another photo he posted confirming. Look how the sides are like a wall. It opens up just like right here. It's brand new, by the way, Iran, so if you want to fire off a few missiles that way, there's only 6 interceptors in this direction. Damn. So you're going to need about 8. You're going to need a bigger barrage than normal. Jesus. So what I'm assuming, guys, is we fire at Tel Aviv, divert it south, and maybe you can even get some interceptions over here just to waste some more. Make sure to like the video, repost, share with all your Iranian friends. Let's see if we can possibly get this out to the Iran.
Damn! Hey, Hot JD Vance is making some good points here. I don't know. It's a wild time we're living in, folks. Meanwhile, all right, that's it. That's my war coverage. We're going to do some economy next, and that'll be halftime. Still got plenty of show to go, so be sure to get your super chats in. Super chats! Aim your camera phone over here. You know you want to. Do it to it. Beautiful, yep. Oh, my God, I heard that. Pretty funny, though. There is first-time watcher couple in England. Hey, well, welcome to the show. Love to have you. Just trust Ash where he's Persian and his fam is in danger. His grandma is staying there. Look him up. He and his wife are fun. All right. Go support these people. They seem cool. And all right, we're along, folks. Get your super chats in. It's time to cover the economy. Let's see how that's going. I bet you can't guess. The fuck's it at? There it is. Lagging, bitch. It's the economy, stupid! And first off, on the economy, stupid, according to the Pentagon, the first 6 days of war has cost $11 billion. And if the Pentagon is saying it's $11 billion, you can be assured it's at least $100 billion, folks. And that's not including all the interceptor missiles Israel shooting up that we're paying for that are like 14 million apiece. Probably another 100 million there. So no telling what the real price tag is. But they're claiming, by their numbers, 11 billion so far. 6 days, folks. Plenty of money for war and death, right? And yes, 1 month of the Pentagon spending could have funded Bernie's free college plan for all Americans. All of us could have had free college. But instead, we are squandering the wealth of the nation on this, squandering the treasure of our children, just like Donald Trump warned us not to do. But of course, his words don't mean anything. This is who we are as a people. We love murder, and we love death, and we hate fucking education, apparently. It's so stupid to begin with that we sell information to the next generation. Like, information should be free. Like, we should be providing every bit of schooling that any kid or adult in this world wants for absolute free, because it does nothing but benefit our society by making sure they're, they have more information, more knowledge, can create better fucking products, can be better workers, right? But we can't even do that in this capitalist society because everything's got to be about the goddamn dollar, even fucking information. But even though we pay for it, still not enough for every American to go to college, because instead we got to kill Iranian children. Meanwhile, crude oil prices, $97 right now. If you're playing at home, 1 month, 60% higher, folks. 60% higher in 1 month. Now, as I mentioned many times before, the bulk of Donald Trump's entire economic plan to bring prices down was to bring oil prices down. Drill, baby, drill. Hey, oil prices affect everything else. Everything has to be transported to the stores to bring oil prices down. It brings inflation down. It brings prices down across the fucking board. That's what we're going to do, baby. We're going to make more oil available. That is my entire economic plan. 60% more, folks. He could not give a shit less. You know why? Because he's making big bucks. Imagine if Joe Biden said this. The United States is the largest oil producer in the world by far. So when oil prices go up, we make a lot of money. So you might notice the word we there. And you might also know that he doesn't mean we as in the American people. He means we, like him and his trillionaire oil buddies. Did you guys make any money off the Iraq war? No, of course not. You paid $5 trillion. Did you guys make any money off the Venezuela war? Where they stole all the oil tankers? You guys made a penny off that? Of course not. The oil companies make that. It's just so crazy. His entire economic plan was to bring these prices down, but also when they go up, it's good. When they go down, it's good. When they go up, it's good. When they're high because of Joe Biden, it's horrible. He's the worst president ever. When they go up under him, it's great because they're making tons of fucking money. Literally just saying the quiet part out loud, folks. Meanwhile, diesel is up $4.81 per gallon average across the United States. And yeah, it's a good thing that transport of millions of products every day in the U.S. aren't using diesel. Am I right? That's got to be good for inflation. And thanks, MAGA. $5.29. I'm assuming that's got to be California, but still way higher here. It's like up $1 here this last fucking week. But hey, we don't deserve nice things. I hope all you MAGA are consistent and you got your Donald Trump stickers that say, I did that, pointing at the gas price. You're not. You're not about shit. Oh, shocker. Meanwhile, already affecting airlines. Wall Street Journal reports airlines are already boosting fares during the war. Another thing that's going to hurt inflation. Can't even travel anymore. Plus, a lot of our goods, not just transported through trucks using diesel, but also through our airlines. So prices going to go up even more, folks, because this way voted for, I guess. We voted for the coffin. I guess it's time to lay down in it. And man, I got to say, Newsmax seems like they're getting a little desperate, y'all. They're like, please, Please don't freak out yet. Please give our orange glorious pharaoh a chance.
Now, Trump has already received oil from Venezuela, and we will likely be the beneficiaries of oil.
So he's already received oil. That's a funny way of saying he literally stole the oil and gave it to oil companies.
Now, Trump has already received oil from Venezuela, and we will likely be the beneficiaries of oil production from Iran shortly, 90% of which we weren't getting. It was actually going to China.
We're not getting any of that, right? We're still not getting it because we don't need that oil. It's still going to go to China. Now, letting the Strait open up might bring the prices down, which is good for the global oil economy, but we're not going to get that fucking oil. Now, we might steal it and sell it to China, which is what he means. We'll steal it and give it to the oil companies. The oil companies will sell it to China, make a huge amount of money. But they play this game where they pretend like whatever's good for the oil companies is good for the rest of us. But it's obviously not. It's just stupid.
By the way, not sure if you know this, but see this video right here? These are actually rare videos that we get out of China. This is their fuel situation right now.
Yeah, it's bad.
By all accounts, this looks like it came from last night. It looks like the U.S. under Jimmy Carter's oil debacle back in the 70s.
There's literally places like that in America right now where they're backed up, but okay.
And them hurting is good for America. Because guess what? Trump has leverage on them.
No, it means that they're going to be more eager to help Iran, right, with drones and information and money and shit to kill us.
Goods. If China is starving for oil, which they do need more than us, with America controlling formally 20% of their supply, and
so that World War III, I guess, for nuclear China. Is that what you're saying? That seems like a great gambit.
Fine, folks. We are still a net exporter ourselves.
Right. We don't need their oil.
We can push them around on trade. Look, I'm not saying it's good, okay? Americans are hurting mostly from Biden's 25% inflation during his presidency, but
that's why they're hurting.
This is short term, and I'm asking you to just trust the man. Trust the system. Let him cook. Hold on for like 2 to 3 tanks of gas. It'll be an extra $10 to $12.
Just 2 or 3 tanks of gas. Hold on, Americans. We never heard this before. This is 100% what they said in the Iraq War, the Afghanistan War. It's the same exact goddamn playbook, this fucking stupid-ass country.
A tank while Trump wraps this up. I'm asking you to trust the guy here.
He understands
this hurts. He said it today. He's working on it.
He made $5 billion as president already in the first year of his presidency, but he understands that you're hurting folks. If there's anybody who understands poverty, it's Donald Trump.
This is a really unfortunate, short-term reality.
Who could be responsible for this?
Of a complete realignment of global powers that the last 5 presidents outside of Trump literally did nothing about.
Let him cook.
So, let him cook.
Let him cook, everybody. It's going to be so delicious. Damn, this tastes like shit. Meanwhile, over in Iowa, let's check in on the fucking farmers and see what they're whining about this week.
Fertilizer, those that need to buy are hurting pretty bad because we've had this huge jump in fertilizer prices because of this conflict.
Get out.
And, with only about 30% of fertilizer coming through the Strait of Hormuz, if you divide that out per day, that's about 0.09% of the world's fertilizer coming through there. And even if the U.S. only uses 30% of that, which I think is probably a really high number, that's 0.03% and per day. So we've only been in conflict for nearly 12 days here, and our fertilizer costs have jumped nearly 77%.
That seems bad.
And our corn price has only gone up by 5%. So we've got some real challenges here ahead of us.
You got like middle challenges, but oopsies. Fuck the farmers, as always. Completely useless. And yep. 30% of fertilizer coming through the Strait of Hormuz. We are only been in conflict for 12 days, and our fertilizer costs have already jumped 77%. So I wonder how that's going to be for food prices. I'm guessing bad? I don't know. We don't need fucking food. It's all good. We're already fat enough. We need to go on a diet. Meanwhile, you guys remember the fourth quarter of 2025? They came out finally with the revised GDP numbers, and they were fucking terrible. They lied to us about what it was. It turned out the numbers were 1.4% GDP growth, which is fucking shit. Absolutely garbage. Well, it turns out even that was a lie. They came out with new revised numbers now. 0.7. Literally half of the shitty number they told you it was, folks. So even far worse than they said. That's how bad the economy is. Last quarter anyway. You guys tired of winning yet? Meanwhile, in Trump's America, here's how it started. The Trump effect ain't worked for North Carolina. You want to know how genius Trump's economic plan is? Well, shut the fuck up and listen. A furniture manufacturer, Prepack. They shut down all their operations in Canada and they moved them to North Carolina. This will help grow our economy and bring more good paying jobs for folks in our area. The Trump effect, baby. Woo! Fuck yeah, MAGA. Woo! Hell yeah. That was 3/19/2025. Next thing you know, North Carolina furniture maker is going out of business. Lays off nearly 200 near Greensboro. Wah, wah. The Trump effect, baby. Woo! Hell yeah. Winning. I love all the winning, baby. I wish you would stop. We can't take the winning. We can't take it, Trump. And then this was a weird one. You guys see this one? So the U.S. Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, Thurston Howell III, love it. He was doing an interview, love it. And in the middle of the interview, the glorious leader calls him out of the interview, and he comes back, and the dude looks like he is shook. Looks like he's about to start crying, even though he's pretending like everything is fine. Watch this crazy shit.
I listened to you on the...
The president wants you. Sorry, the president wants you right away.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'll be right back.
No problem at all.
I hate talking to the pools anyway. Fuck all y'all.
See you shortly, Mr. Secretary. Mr. Secretary, I have to say, it's a first, I'm sure a last as well, that an interviewee's been pulled away to go to the Situation Room. How was the president? Was he stressed?
No, the president is in great spirits. The Iranian mission is proceeding well ahead of schedule. And I have to tell you, Wolf, that I have a teenager who's considering military service. And I could give this team my highest compliment, from President Trump to the head of the Joint Chiefs to the Secretary of War. I would say that I would trust my child's life in their hands.
I would trust my child's life. I have a little girl. She's thinking about signing. No, she ain't. What the fuck are you talking about? Your kids ain't going nowhere near the goddamn war. You rich. We don't believe you. Why you crying, bitch? Butch up, slut. Holy fuck. Just weird. Anyway, I'm guessing that meeting did not go well. Poor poker face. I definitely will play poker with that guy. He could go broke as shit. Meanwhile, Donald Trump doing what he do. He gonna lie his way through it as always. Obviously, the economy shit. Gas is shit. His economic plan going down in flames. Donald Trump be like,
12 billion. We took in tremendous amounts of money. We're taking in money because of the tariffs, and really jobs are coming in through the roof, and we have factories being built all over the country. As an example, in the last administration, less than $1 trillion in 4 years. We've taken in $18 trillion plus in 11 months. $18
trillion in 11 months. I mean, of course, if that were true, the GDP would be like 200%. That's just a complete made-up number. No bearing in reality whatsoever. I don't even know why he's using real numbers. If you're just going to make up numbers, just say like Brazilian, make up fake numbers, bagazillion. It don't matter. Just say anything.
Been included the 12th month yet. So we're at more than $18 trillion, and it's a record in the history of our country. We've never done anything, and that was for a lot of good things. It was because of November 5th, but it was also because of tariffs. So, Lexi, please come up and say 12.
Because of tariffs, which were illegal, and you have to refund now. So, bullshit all the time. Meanwhile, he's fundraising off the dead soldiers. I mean, it's one of those things that's hard to believe, but it's not because it's Trump. Here's a real campaign fundraising email Trump sent out. Very few spots remaining. Claim your spot, you fucking moron. These final spots are reserved for my strongest supporter. You're one of them. This is no ordinary membership. As a national security briefing member, you'll receive my private national security briefings, unfiltered updates on threats facing. That's right, give me your money, idiots. And I'm going to send you classified shit that nobody knows about. And obviously, no reporters have signed up to this, so the press will be reporting all this. Only you will know all this secret shit. All it's going to cost you is $19.99. line, you fucking moron. So give me money. Just holy God, y'all. Woo, what a country, what a country. Meanwhile, apparently, Trump is about to get $10 billion for the TikTok deal. Yeah, super cool. President Donald Trump administration is set to receive a roughly $10 billion fee from investors in the recently completed deal to take control of TikTok U.S. business. So apparently the TikTok was valued somewhere around $100 billion. Donald Trump forced China to sell it to a U.S. company of Zionists for $14 billion, and he gets a kickback of $10 billion, folks. Now, supposedly this money's going to the U.S. Treasury, but obviously I don't believe where they say. No doubt he's getting his fucking kickback. All of it's fraud all day long, but as long as we don't have any kind of unfiltered news and information about Israel, as long as the Zionists control everything we hear and see, that's what counts, baby. And our glorious Pharaoh gets a $10 billion kick up. So good, 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 America. Everything's going splendidly. Speaking of which, it's a big club and you and I aren't in it. Donald Trump's drone company is up 49% this week. Endless money to be made from our rulers. While working class Americans pay for daddy's war for Israel, this is the most corrupt administration in history, and yes, it is. Donald Trump decided to stop getting our drones from China, and shockingly, that directly benefited his own children. I'm sure there's nothing to see here, folks. Everything working as intended. No conflict of interest at all. And then you guys see the Secretary of Energy posted a lie on Twitter and then deleted it in order to manipulate the markets. They're desperately trying to keep oil prices down. I wouldn't also put it past them to have shorted oil when oil went up to $125. He knew, hey, I can just put out a lie on X and then the oil price will immediately plummet and we'll make billions of dollars. So, yep, here's what they did. He put out this tweet. Secretary Chris Wright, this is the Secretary of Energy of the United States. President Trump is maintaining stability of global energy during the military operations against Iran. The U.S. Navy successfully escorted an oil tanker through the Strait of Hormuz to ensure oil remains flowing to global markets. Of course, that didn't happen. He literally just made that fucking shit up. Then after he did that, oil prices plummeted, wiped billions of dollars off the fucking market, and he deleted it. Knowing that because he's the Secretary of Energy that he posted this, he can play dumb, right? Oh, I accidentally did that. Oh, it was a mistake or something. But it'll be spread by all the news media outlets. It'll be spread by everybody on Twitter. And they'll act upon it, which is exactly what they did. Just direct in-your-face corruption. Wall Street Journal, the since deleted post was enough to wipe out million-dollar trades. Benchmark U.S. crude futures plunged by as much as 19% at one point. During a roughly 10-minute span when Wright's post appeared, an exchange-traded fund linked to oil futures saw $84 million of its market capitalization evaporated. So just, goddamn, just direct market manipulation. Obviously, there's going to be lawsuits. The stupid American taxpayers will have to pay for it because he won't. None of them will, right? Biggest suckers and losers. Another bill coming due for us. And then documents show the Pentagon spent millions of dollars on crabs, lobster, salmon. In the end of the fiscal year 2025, use it or lose it purchase. So if you guys don't know how budgets work, especially in the military, so they give you an outrageous sum of money this year. And if you don't spend every fucking penny, they give you less next year. So the only way you can get the same amount of money or more next year is if you ensure that you spend every goddamn dime. So they already have so much money, they literally don't know what to spend it on, right? They're just fleecing us of every dime they can possibly wring out of us. So they got to the end of the year. What are they going to do? Oh, let's just buy fucking tons of lobster and steaks for us, for the top brass is what it's for. The Pentagon spent millions of dollars on luxury crabs and other food items in a single month as part of a frantic end-of-the-year spending spree to maintain its immense funding. An analysis by the government watchdog Open the Books found that the department led by Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth spent more than $93 billion in September 2025, the end of fiscal year. Including in the spending was $2 million on Alaska king crab, $6.9 million on lobster tail. Here's a short itemized list of shit they spent money on. $225 million on furniture, $15 million on ribeye steaks, $5.3 million on Apple devices, $6.9 million on lobster, $2 million on crab legs, $98,000 on a grand piano for a staffer's home, $12,000 fruit basket stands, $140,000 in donuts, $124,000 on ice cream machines. So just stealing everything from the taxpayers that's not fucking bolted down, of course. I guess the bankruptcy of America has been sped up, right? They want to bankrupt us as quickly as possible so they can buy our stocks up for pennies. I can only assume that's the fucking plan at this point. And of course, all the influencers, all the politicians out there trying to shill for this. My understanding is this food was for the men and women in our armed forces. I'm for this. I think they should spend even more money. Hey, I think they should get everybody in the military a Lamborghini. Why do you hate the troops? Give them all Lambos. Don't you support the troops? Yeah, just bankrupt us. But of course, no. Based on recent reports and federal spending data, the short answer is very little of it likely reached frontline troops. While the food was technically purchased through the Defense Department supply chains, watchdog groups and current reporting highlight several factors that suggest this surf and turf spree was targeted at leadership and administrative hubs rather than active duty mess halls in the field. Because of course it was. They are rulers. They are the new royalty. And they really believe that we are there to be fed upon, right? To fund their wildest fucking dreams. They can't believe we elected them, but we did. So like a fat kid at the candy store, they're going to eat themselves so they fucking die. And yeah, they're out here telling you and me to eat liver and one piece of broccoli while they spend $6.5 million on lobster tails and $15 million on ribeye steaks because it's the let them eat cake administration. It's almost like they want us to rise up against them. It's almost like they want a revolution because this is exactly how you get a revolution. We can't even afford fucking steak anymore. You guys spending billions of dollars on lobster and steak for yourself. Meanwhile, the Republicans have a new talking point. Definitely going to win them a lot of votes. If you're poor, it's because you're stupid.
And people living in poverty are just not very, they're not very experienced at navigating the real world, right? I remember talking to one young lady who said, well, I don't really know how money works at a grocery store because she grew up and has lived all of her adult life using SNAP cards to buy groceries. And so you literally have to teach people how to budget. If this the buzzword today, let's face it, it's affordability, right?
That's right. Stop being poor, you idiots. If you're poor, it's your own fault. This guy, this billionaire, was definitely in a grocery store. And he was just talking to people like you do. And he met this girl. And she was like, I've never bought my own food. I bought all my food from EBT cards. I'm a complete leech on society. She definitely told me this in this real conversation I had when I was at the grocery store buying my own food. Believe it, morons. Yeah, that's a good fucking campaign ad right there, isn't it? At Senator John Houston, the Let Them Eat Cake administration. Meanwhile, they're desperate to let society know that we're now ruled by warmongers, by sadists, by psychopaths. Even on our money. Did you guys see this? The new U.S. dime has removed the olive branch from the eagle. Look at that shit. So now it's only arrows. No longer do we ever seek peace. Now it's just war all the time. Now we murder all your school children, kill all your civilians, carpet bomb your largest fucking cities. There is nothing we won't fucking do. Death and destruction. That's all we believe in now. In war we trust. And then, you guys remember Deutsche? They were supposed to come in and cut out all the fraud in our government. Of course, none of us believe that. Some people pretended they believed that, but nobody really did. Instead, they fired over 300,000 federal employees. They also cut huge sums of money to USAID. Now, we're the richest country on earth. One of the few good things we were doing was actually helping other countries, right? Providing aid to their children and stuff. Now, were there fraudulent things going on with the USAID? Yes, there were. Were there probably ties to CIA who were doing corrupt things in other countries? Yes. But the solution to that is fix the problem, right? To root out the corruption, to root out all the nefarious things being done in USAID, and not just to cut the funds off completely, which would lead to the deaths of hundreds of thousands of children, which is what happened. Deutsche cut off aid to USAID, and according to estimations, 500,000 to 1 million lives are being lost every year because of this. Because of Elon Musk, the world's richest man, did this. That's what he decided to do. With all the money in the world, murder 1 million children a year. An estimated 518,000 children died due to nutrition and health aid cuts. A Lancet study projected 14 million deaths by 2030, including 4.5 million children. Richest country in the world, folks. Whatever we do that's good, we have to stop doing because decency is dead in this country. Decency is woke. Being a human is, I guess, a libtard conspiracy. And so they had a deposition on the record. All these young children that Elon Musk hired to gut USAID, to murder all those children, to fire all those federal workers. And, of course, the reason they wanted to fire all those federal workers, not because they wanted to reduce the budget, because they did. They actually increased the budget. They wanted to identify different sections of the government that they thought left-leaning people, Democrats, might work in. So they could fire them, so they could take their salaries and they could spend it on whatever they wanted to, which they did. They're spending it on, like, lobster and, sex planes, concentration camps, right? But also, this has the dual effect of taking money away from Democrats, where not only do they have less money from their jobs where they can support Democratic candidates, but they have less time to go to outreach and protest and stuff because they have to look for new jobs and shit. So it's a win-win situation if they can just use whatever means they can think of to get rid of Democrats in the government, steal all their fucking money, and make sure that they don't have any way to support Democratic candidates. That's gold to them, baby. So they hired a bunch of children to gut our federal government and to eradicate anybody they thought might be a Democrat. They put them on a deposition. They asked them basic questions. And of course, as we all expected, they're fucking retarded. Prepare to be angry, folks. These are the people that murdered all the children. These are the people that cut all the jobs.
You don't regret that people might have lost important income to... You
don't regret any of the people that lost their jobs because of you, do you?
You don't regret that people might have lost important income to support their lives?
No.
Doesn't give a shit.
I think it was more important to reduce the federal deficit from $2 trillion to close to zero.
Did you reduce the federal deficit?
No, we didn't.
No. I don't give a shit all the children that died. I don't care all the people we got fired because we had to reduce the federal budget. That's what was really important, even though we didn't do that even a little bit. It actually increased. So, as usual, their words don't mean anything.
This is a history of the HIV/AIDS prison movement and its legacies in the United States. My book project narrates how activists fought the convergence of HIV/AIDS and incarceration from inside and outside prisons across the Reagan through Clinton years, and argues that this organizing holds legacies in the prison abolition movement of the 1990s to today. This is one of the grants that you or Mr. Fox identified as craziest in the age, is that right?
That's right.
Why did you identify this as one of the craziest grants?
Because it references feminist and queer insights into prison abolition and LGBTQ studies.
Any other reasons?
No.
Examining military service from the margins.
This other guy, they directly ask, hey, just define what DEI is for us. You have an understanding of what it is, don't you? Well, just explain it to us. Here's his answer.
How do you interpret DEI?
There was the EO explicitly laid out the details. I don't remember it off the top of my head.
It's okay. I'm asking for your understanding of it.
Yeah, my understanding was exactly what was written in the EO.
Okay. So can you...
I don't remember what was in the EO.
So right now, do you have an understanding of what DEI is?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's your understanding as you sit here today in this deposition?
Well, it was exactly what was written in the EO. And so anytime that we would look at a grant through the lens of complying with an executive order, we would just refer back to the EO and assess if this grant had relation to it.
Okay. But I guess stepping back from your methodology strictly in terminating the grants. Do you have an understanding, as you sit here today, of what DEI means?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's your understanding of what it means?
Well, it is exactly what was written in the EO.
God.
And I don't have the EO in front of me, but that was we would always reference back to the EO and make sure that this grant was in compliance with the EO.
I understand that. Okay, but I'm not asking necessarily about what was in the EO. I'm asking very specifically about your present understanding of what of DEI. Do you have a present understanding of DEI?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you explain what that present understanding is?
Well, it is just easier for me to be referencing back to the EO.
Are you refusing to answer the question?
I'm not refusing to answer the question.
Okay.
I just feel that referencing back to the verbatim executive order was the best way for us to capture all of the DEI language.
So nonsense. It's just like the word woke. They have no idea what it means. They were just literally trying to eradicate anything they thought a Democrat might be working for. And one more clip. Here's another guy asked specifically why he got rid of this grant to study black history.
Do you agree with ChatGPT's assessment here that a documentary is DEI if it explores historical events that significantly impacted black civil rights?
Yes.
Okay. Why would that be DEI?
It's focused on a singular race.
Because of white supremacy. That's why.
It is not for the benefit. It is not for the benefit of humankind. It is focused on a specific group of, or a specific race. Here being black.
Why would learning about anti-black violence not be to the benefit of humankind?
Objection.
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay, then what are you saying?
I'm saying it relates to diversity, equity, and inclusion.
You said it's not to the benefit of humankind, right?
Is that what I said?
Yes, that's what you said.
Could you read back the witness's response about benefits to humankind?
Question, why would that be DEI? Answer, it's focusing on a singular race. It is not for the benefit of humankind. It is focused on a specific group or a specific race, here being black.
So what do you mean by not for the benefit of humankind?
That's a very subjective. The way that I phrased it there wasn't exactly what I meant. It is focused on a specific subset of race, and therefore it relates to DEI.
Okay.
So you're not even acknowledge that race exists or that race or racism has been a part of this country? That the oppression of black people has actually existed in any meaningful way in this country? That's all fucking DEI. But this obviously is 100% white supremacy, right? They just want to eradicate anything that might make white people's fifis hurt. Anything that shows you the true history of the United States, where we came from and how we fucking got here. Literally erasing our history. But it doesn't matter, folks. It's all about hurting black folks. It's all about spreading white supremacy. And it's all about hurting Democrats. Obviously. And children. And exactly the type of people you would think would be working for Elon Musk. Sucking his dick, doing his bidding, the world's richest man. That's what he's spending all his money and time on, because we are not a fucking good people. We are the worst. And that is it's the economy stupid section for tonight, folks. And now halftime, finally halftime. We're an hour and a half into the show. Going to be a long one tonight. So if you've enjoyed tonight's program, please consider helping me out. I am an independent journalist. I do nothing but spend all my time watching, I guess I do watch a little bit of anime every once in a while, but only when it's real time, baby. But also, I work on this show very hard, folks. I put a lot of time into it, and I only exist because you guys want to support the show. So if you like what I do, please aim your camera phone at the patron over there, or the QR code to my PayPal. Great way to support the show. And also, Super Chat's lifeblood the show. But even better, hey, if you click on the description of the video, here it is. Boom. Work on this show very hard, folks. I put a lot of time into it. Very first link goes to my patreon.com/Codcast. Could you please consider chipping in a couple bucks? It won't mean a lot to you, but it really adds up. It helps me keep my cats fed. It helps to keep my dogs fed. And it helps to get the show on the air. Like, I only exist because of you guys and your kindness. So if you can, please, please, please help me out, guys. The money's dropping. I'm really, really trying to stay in business here, and I'm struggling. So help me out if you can. Thank you in advance. And all right, let's read these super chats. What we got tonight on the super chats? I bet Rebecca's first. Let's see. Hell yeah, I know Rebecca. $75. Woo! Heroes like Rebecca keeping me in business. Everybody kiss her ass. Dusty song, We Are So Fucked, should be our national anthem. Hey, I got it for you tonight. Right at the end, gonna play We Are So Fucked in your honor there, Rebecca. On a bright note, hope you had a fantastic birthday. Yeah, man, I was just sleepy as shit, to be honest with you. I slept a lot, but and worked on the show. Been working on the show ever since I left you guys on Monday. But thank you, Rebecca. I appreciate it. Hello to your husband. WSD time. Good evening, Dusty. I hope you had a fantastic birthday. I can't complain, as I and found a way to escape from the ass backward society. Man, I love sleep, y'all. Every time I sleep, I have these real vivid dreams. It's like next level virtual reality. It's badass, man. I can sleep for fucking ever, so I had a good time. Don't take much to make Dusty happy. One ticket from WSD time. Hey, we got an after party coming up. I've been promising for like 2 weeks to do this. So tonight's the night coming at you. So if you got your ticket, please check the community section of YouTube and come hang out with us. Thank you, WSD time. Swaggering Cat. Gonna make me read you sexy. Take my money. The Pharaohs send their regards. Hell yeah, as always. Love you, Swagger Cat. Scritches to you and yours. I appreciate you. Ivy Evans, woo! 20 tickets. That's like $60. Very generous. From hero moderator Ivy Evans. Hey, if you got your ticket, be sure to tune in tonight's after party. There's a link in the description of the video. Well, there's a link in the community section of YouTube. So go check that out. Come hang out with me and Ivy. And if you got one from her, please give her your love. And if you want one, show up live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern for your chance. They randomly give them away here, but you got to be here live to get one, so come hang out. And Colleen, upgrade the PTL Heroes. That's how you do it. That's like the upper echelon of the Dust Buddies. That's where all the cool kids are. Thank you, Colleen. I appreciate you. Hey, Dusty, thank you for your service. Fuck yeah. Thank you for supporting it, future motherfucker. Kim by 15, 2 and 2. Thoughts on Newsom 2028? I mean, if it's between him and a Republican, obviously I'll vote for Gavin, but I'm not excited about Gavin at all. I don't think he's a good candidate. I don't think he's a good guy. And it'll be Zionist business as usual. He'll lay down and suck Israel's dick just like every other fucking mainstream Democrat does. So, yeah, that's probably who they'll choose, though. You know, even if we win, we lose. You know, suck shit. Conservatives would rather suffer if it means the people they don't like suffer too. I can't imagine hating that much. Hey, I'm sort of on board with them. As long as they all suffer, as long as everybody that voted for Donald Trump dies horribly, I'm also willing to die horribly now. You guys won me over, really, to be honest with you. Rocco, Dusty, appreciate you, Travel the Worlds. Hope you're doing well. Jeff Walker, if Trump is pro-Russia, why did he punish India for buying Russia oil? He just literally opened the straits up and allowed India to buy the Russian oil. So if he wasn't pro-Russia, then why is he now letting India buy the oil? See how stupid you sound? Thank you for your £5. Gringos, $10. Hey, Dusty, you rock. Fuck, I do my best. Can you give my daughter Chloe a shout out? We watch all of your shows. Hell yeah. What's up, Chloe? Your parent loves you. Sounds like you got a good one there. Good to see you. Hello, Mr. Anderson gave 5 tickets. To some of you lucky motherfuckers, hey, if you got a ticket, spam the chat with impunity. You got customized emojis now? You got the power. Roll it with impunity. Thank you, Mr. Anderson. Dardes, love you, Dusty. Hope you had a good birthday. Big love to the Pharaohs. Fuck yeah. My cats usually aren't that feral. Some of them are. Most of them aren't, though. But yeah. I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting the show. And all right, folks, plenty of time to get your super chat in or your PayPal. Oh, I got a card for my birthday. Hell yeah. Got $20. Woohoo! I love money. Hey, Dusty, celebrate big and stay forever young. Happy birthday. And remember to make a wish. I did. I wish that I would live for 1,000 years. When someone your age is alone in the forest and falls over, is there a noise? Oh, you bet there's going to be all kinds of fucking noises when I fall over. Going to be a lot of goddammits and motherfuckers. Have a great one, Dusty. We love you. Pamela and Steven? Hell yeah, thank you, Pamela and Steven. You guys rock. A philosophical question your birthday. And appreciate the $20. My favorite gift. Cash. Love you guys. Appreciate you. And all right, PayPal, Patreon, all that. Help a brother out. Keep me in business, y'all. I would appreciate you. There's also Cashapp. Lots of ways to support the show. But for now, we're moving along. Time for some Chud Watch. Sing along in other words. Somewhere up in this motherfucker. Too many categories. Hey, yeah, y'all. And in the dumbest fucking timeline, meathead, sweaty idiot, Jake Paul was announced by Donald Trump at his latest rally. Why is he having rallies? It doesn't matter, right? He's got to do something with his fucking time. It's not like there's anything important going on that he actually needs to be focusing on. So he's doing these small rallies with the dregs of humanity. And disgusting Jake Paul got up there. I guess he was probably sweating through his shirt so much. They were like, hey, put on this blazer. Hide those pit stains. And I guess he a little bit nervous. Not used to the spotlight in this way. And so here it is.
Jake, you got to come up. Come here. You got to come.
Trump pretty sweaty himself.
This guy has guts.
Got him smeared all over the ring.
And he walked out with a broken jaw. Anyway, this was not the greatest fight.
Yeah,
but you know what it showed? Lots of courage. Come here, Jake.
Not really. I would have done that for all those millions of dollars.
Yeah, what Mr. Trump has taught me is courage. You know, we never back down from a fight,
Trump
even if they're much bigger than you, much bigger than you. And I feel all the local Kentuckians feel the same way. You guys have that fight. You guys have that swag. There's a lot of young kids in here.
Look at his pit
The
stains.
future of America.
Look at his sweaty bitch.
I grew up just a few hours away from here, and
Disgusting.
my dad taught me to fight. And all of our
Imagine how much you got to be sweating to sweat through your fucking blazer.
And I'm never afraid to speak the truth. And I know
no
you guys
one has ever sweated that much ever.
We're here representing the United States, and it's just a blessing.
We're here representing the United States. Trump, he's so courageous. What a badass, Donald Trump.
So apparently, he's planning a political career, because why not? We are the dumbest country. Why shouldn't we have the dumbest leaders? And here he is endorsing him.
And God's got us. Trump's got us. God bless. Love you, Kentucky.
God and Trump, the pedophile president. I love pedophiles. Oh, I love it, too. I love how Trump tries to do that little pool thing. He even tries that shit with Jake Paul, and it works. He clearly read that in some kind of book on how to alpha male people by handshaking them and jerking them in. It's so fucking embarrassing.
Love you, Kentucky.
Watch the handshake. Jerk him in. Oh, I'm the alpha male here. If somebody did that to me, I would immediately pull my hand away and start making fun of them for how fucking stupid they are for doing that. What is wrong with you? Good God. Has that ever worked? Has anybody ever respected you more? I just look at you as a total fucking dumbass for thinking this is even a thing.
No, he's a great guy. He's a courageous guy and a talented guy. He's a hell of a fighter, too, by the way. And I just want to say, I'm going to make a prediction that you will be, in the not-too-distant future, running for political office.
He probably will. We are the dumbest motherfuckers. Couldn't be any worse than Trump, though. I got to say, as bad as he would be, probably not worse than Trump. And meanwhile, let's zoom in on this picture and see the dregs of humanity in the background. And holy shit, don't you idiots know that Trump hates your guts? Look at these people. Look at these unwashed masses. I can't zoom in. Look at these fucking toothless, inbred yokels. Not a single one of them looks like they have a clue where they even fucking are. Donald Trump spent his entire life avoiding people like you. Just can't get any lower, any more bottom of the barrel than these motherfuckers. Just good Lord, not the best. And of course, since this is the dumbest timeline, we are the dumbest people. Here's where we're at. Pedophile doing the two-guy jerk-off dance with the sweaty YouTube loser. Yeah, folks. As our soldiers die, as billions are spent murdering children, as oil prices climb $95 a goddamn barrel is what our president's doing. Yeah, jerk off dance. Woo! So cool, America. Thank you, MAGA. We're finally respected around the world. And then Trump saying some really weird things. I don't know. Just to me, it's a weird thing to say, dude.
Like voter ID, but, you know, it can be given to you by your daughter. You know, your daughter, she has to be of age, like above 6 years old.
Why would you say that? Oh, my God. You're literally under investigation for all kinds of pedophilia. Literally, documents. Little girls testifying how you raped them. You were Jeffrey Epstein's best friend. Why the fuck would you say 6-year-olds are of age?
Allowed to say to you by your daughter. You know, your daughter, she has to be of age, like above 6 years old, she's allowed to say.
Jesus, I just don't even know. It can't be real. This can't be real, folks. I just can't suspend my disbelief enough to believe this world is fucking real at this point. How can it be? Then he's over on Fox and Friends, and he just pulling out the pure goddamn racism. There's no way, no other way you can interpret this other than just racist as shit. Here he is saying that a bunch of Muslims don't belong in this country because of their genetics.
A lot of them were let in here. They shouldn't have been let in. Others are just bad. They go bad. Something wrong. There's something wrong there. So the genetics are not exactly, they're not exactly your genetic. It's one of those problems, Brian. It's a terrible thing.
Yeah, their genetics. Their genetics are not exactly your genetics. And of course, by your genetics, he means white. They ain't white. They ain't like us white folks. They're subhumans, basically. Genetically inferior. Literal Nazi fucking shit. Not even slipping out anymore, just saying it full-throated. And we got a president, folks, so inept, he cannot even run a fucking restaurant. Trump's Chicago restaurant fails health inspection. Just before Christmas, a city health inspector visited the Trump International Hotel in Chicago. They didn't approve of what they saw. The health inspector found wastewater flooding the floor of the main kitchen when 3 of the preps were drained. According to Chicago Department of Public Health records, a dishwasher was also not properly sanitizing dishes and utensils. Meanwhile, the inspectors observed small flies throughout the rooftops, restaurant, bar, and dish area, as well as a cracked lid on the ice machine and debris buildup inside of the prep cooler and on the floor beneath sink. So, yay! Isn't that what we want? A guy who literally can't even run a fucking restaurant, doing wars and bankrupting our whole fucking country. I guess that's what we deserve. But last but not least, on the stupid Trump section of Chud Watch, Greta Thunberg has a very important message for all of America. And when Greta Thunberg talks, you shut your slut mouth up and you listen.
We need to talk about what's happening in Cuba right now.
Tell us, Greta.
As the Trump administration is waging illegitimate wars across the world, killing countless of people, it is also strangling the Cuban people, deliberately, methodically, and openly. The pedophile Trump himself bragged about it, saying there's an embargo, there's no oil, there's no money, there's no anything. He said it like it was something to be proud of, while millions of people have been plunged into darkness by rolling blackouts, while hospitals lose power, while ambulances run out of fuel, while shelves go empty. The United Nations has warned of imminent humanitarian crisis. Intensive care units and emergency rooms are compromised. Newborns, the elderly, the sick, all paying the price. This is not an accident or an unfortunate side effect of some policy disagreement. This is the intended outcome. Since 1962, the US embargo has been designed, in the words of the US State Department itself, to bring about hunger, desperation, and overthrow the government. Now the Trump administration is escalating it further, plotting what they themselves have called a takeover of the island. We cannot be silent about this. Cuba did not stay silent when the world needed it. For over 60 years, Cuba sent its doctors to all corners of the earth. Cuban medical word.
Anyway, death and terrorism all over the globe. That's what America stands for now. As we cut off aid to starving children and millions are going to die, this is what we're spending our money on, folks. Cannot collapse fucking fast enough in the terrorist states of America. Meanwhile, at least our politicians are focused on the real important things like overturning gay marriage. The Idaho House of Representatives on Tuesday passed a resolution to ask the U.S. Supreme Court to overturn its 2015 landmark ruling that legalized gay marriage. So, yay, folks, all you gay folks out there who voted for Donald Trump, you're about to get what you fucking voted for, right? I guess you don't give a shit. Hey, the thing is, like, those of you who are already married, your marriages will probably still be recognized. But what you did is you pulled the ladder up after yourself to make sure you fuck every other gay person that came after you that wants the same rights you have. But I know you don't give a shit about them, do you? Because you got yours, right? Fuck them. That's the conservative way. All of you are garbage. Meanwhile, this is the mindset of everybody in the Trump administration. So Kristi Noem's lover, not so secret lover, public lover, Corey Lewandowski, was just going around telling everybody that he could do whatever he wanted while he was secretly running ICE because Trump would just pardon him, which seems to be the take all of them have. Doesn't matter what they do. They don't have to follow the laws. The laws do not affect them, right? Trump is just going to pardon every single one of them, and they're going to get away with it, which is still going to happen. He's still going to pardon them. He's going to pardon Kristi Noem. He's going to pardon all of them. Embattled Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem's top aide and alleged lover, Corey Lewandowski, bragged that he could do whatever he wanted as a powerful federal official because he believed President Trump would pardon him, the Post has learned, and he still will, right? I'm not worried. I do whatever the fuck I want. DJT will pardon me, Lewandowski told one of the Post sources. Another source said Lewandowski, who is expected to leave the department this month alongside Noem, was telling people he was going to get a pardon so he didn't have to worry. And yes, this is what every single one of them believe, right? Laws do not apply to them, right? Laws only apply to us, the underlings, the feedstock. Our glorious rulers can do whatever the fuck they want to. Nothing off limits. They can murder us and get away with it. Meanwhile, you guys heard about January 6th rioter Jake Lang, who was pardoned by Donald Trump? I bet you guys are never going to guess where this is going. Anyways, let's start off. First off, remember this guy after he got pardoned by Donald Trump? Went out there and he's like, get the fuck out of my country, Muslims, because Jesus is king. He was all over the local... whatever you call these things, debates. And here he is, saying the N-word in public.
Go back, AIPAC, go back. That's the AIPAC building right there. White Christian men are not going to sit around while you turn our children into a bunch of nigger lovers.
Yes,
go
right.
Back.
White men are finally standing up. I can't believe how oppressed white men are. It's time that someone started thinking about white men for once. It's the white fragility movement. So fucking pathetic. And remember this? I don't think I ever showed you guys this. I think I tried to show you guys this, and it kept deleting it off Reddit. So somebody put up, veterans actually put this up. Veterans put out a prosecute ICE sculpture on Minnesota State Capitol steps. So I guess fuck the troops, right? Fuck the veterans. This guy decides what you can protest about and how you can protest it. So he got up there to kick it over, but of course, since he's a doughy, weak bitch, almost falls over flat on his face. The least alpha male in the world. Look at this fucking pussy. Look. Can't even kick over ice that is stationary correctly. So weak. So fucking pathetic. So embarrassing, but anything to make money, anything to get clout.
Pro-ICE, baby! America first, America
so cool.
only! We'll see you here, February 7th, Saturday, 12 noon, outside the Minnesota State Capitol.
So obviously an incredible embarrassment, MAGA's best, but also, and you're going to be shocked, pedophile, yeah! Right-wing hate-monger Jake Lang has been caught in a catch-a-predator sting operation, believing he was texting a 15-year-old girl. Here's the text, if you don't believe me. He's like, hey, I'm 15, LOL. When do you turn 16? In 6 months. But I won't get you in trouble if that's what you're worried about. I can keep a secret, which he responds with a heart emojicon with a tongue sticking out. And then he's like, what state do you live in? I can't see you until you're 16. Boom! Pedophile! Nobody surprised. Of course, it's always the ones you most expect. And speaking of which, You guys hear about Ivanka Trump buddies and business partners? The real estate brothers, two of the most successful three of the most, actually. There's three of them. Two of them are twins, and then there's a third one. Three of the most successful real estate brokers in all the United States. They're giant Trump supporters, right? All three of these brothers just got convicted of rape and sex trafficking. They're all going to do life.
To get to right now, a guilty verdict for the Alexander brothers. The three men, two of which were famous luxury real estate brokers, were convicted of sex trafficking. More than 60 women said they were raped by one or more of their brothers. And during a 5-week trial, 11 women testified about attacks that they say involved drugs and rape. Twins Oren and Elon Alexander are 38. All of the other Alexander is 39. We're going to have more in this breaking news as we get it.
So, yeah, giant Trumpers. Man, I guess rape is not about sex. Rape is about control, right? It's about feeling powerful, that you can do whatever you want to and get away with it. That's how narcissists are, right? But they were like decent looking guys, super fucking rich, could have gotten plenty of women, could have paid for plenty of women, didn't have to rape anybody, but still just wanted to. All three of these brothers, 40 women testified against them. They was drugging and raping women all over the place. So, of course, huge Trump supporters, business partners with Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner. Because, of course, they are. We are run by pedophiles and rapists, folks. The Alexander brothers appeared in Epstein files, too, unsurprisingly. Here's Thomas Massey. The Alexander brothers appeared in the Epstein files by first name, but I noticed the DOJ redacted their last name in an FBI email contained in this document. Why? Why are they redacting their names? They're not victims. But, of course, we know why. Because they're protecting all the pedophiles. They're protecting all the rapists. Because it's a big group and you and I aren't in it, right? They're all pedophiles. They're all fucking rapists. That's who rules us. They all have each other's back. Meanwhile, as I mentioned earlier in the show, I watched Louis Theroux's new documentary on the Manosphere last night. It's like 90 minutes. I'm not sure I'd recommend it. I don't think it's the best documentary I've ever seen. I'm not sure that you really saw anything new and different that you would have already seen on this show. We already know what the Manosphere it's all about, and it's not about fucking shit. But I'll play you one quick clip. Here's a very popular right-wing dickbag influencer in the Manosphere, and the entire Manosphere documentary can be perfectly summed up in this half-a-second awkward laugh giggle thing this bloke does as soon as his girlfriend shows up that she doesn't approve. So he's basically talking about how he can have multiple wives if he wants to, but he kind of giggles at her to let her know that it's all bullshit, that he's just playing up the character for the cameras because that's how you con doofs out of their money.
We were talking about in the future that maybe there's a world where you would have more than one wife, right?
She understands that. She knows that could potentially come down in the future.
Look at her face. What do you say about that?
I don't know.
We were talking about...
So she left him after this documentary was over because, of course, all that's fucking bullshit. But, man, this documentary was so depressing. All these guys in the Manosphere, they would go out on the streets and young men would walk up to them and they'd be like, "You're my hero. Oh, my God, you taught me so much." And they would ask him, "What did he teach you?" "He taught me that men are born without worth and that if I want to be respected, I have to get up on my feet and fight for everything I want." It was just like, it was sad, really. All they're doing is feeding on these young, impressionable men. The things they're teaching them do not make their lives better. They make their lives far fucking worse. And as I was watching this, I just couldn't help but think, maybe we should draft some of these young men to go die in Iran. I'm just saying. It'd probably be better for humanity if some of these boys died immediately because these little fucking pieces of shit are goddamn worthless. Holy God. It's what I call the Beavis and Butthead generation, right? I sound like an old boomer hating the Utes, but holy shit. Like when I was a kid, we had Beavis and Butthead growing up, but we made fun of them like they were a joke. They weren't something to aspire to be. And now all the kids these days are like,
yeah, fuck the trannies, fuck the trannies, right, fuck the gays, women, fuck women, right, that's awesome.
That's literally what they're like. Retarded. A whole generation of young retarded men growing up idolizing these con men who are doing nothing but feeding off of them, not smart enough to know shit from Shinola. Just fuck them. Send them all over the Middle East so they can die for Israel. That's my vote. And the thing is, like, every single one of these guys have the same message. It's that, hey, society oppresses men, even though society is run by men. Every president of all time has been a man. 90% of billionaires, 90% of CEOs, you know, the vast majority of the police, all the people that rule society, men, all the fucking religious people, pretty much men. But men are incredibly oppressed, so you have to fight for everything you got. And what you should try to be working towards is grinding your life away, working every second of your life so you can buy an expensive car, so you can attract a hot woman. And that's literally exactly a recipe for misery. I want to give all of you young men out there some real good advice. Happy life, ugly wife. I'm telling you, man, average looking women is where it's at. Nothing will make you more fucking miserable than chasing a 9 or a 10. I know, I've done it, folks. I've done it. It ain't fucking worth it. I've landed some 9s briefly, and it wasn't fucking worth it. It was terrible what I had to go through, and the experience is bad too, because when they leave your house, all they do is get hit on. You have to be worried about the whole fucking time. Even if they're completely down with you, they're still getting hit on everywhere they go, and it's fucking very stressful. You need to not be superficial, right? I'm telling you, man, an average woman, I'm not saying you have to date a woman that you're not attracted to. Average woman will grow on you, right? Get to learn her personality, get that unconditional love where they're just there for you. With their ride or fucking die. That's what it's all about, you know, not fucking looks, not fucking money. Even Einstein said that if you want to live a happy life, try to live a very simple average life, right? Don't try to be fucking great. Don't worry about that. Who gives a shit? Just fucking be happy. Try to keep your head down and go beneath the radar and enjoy your shit, right? And all right. Is that it? No. MSNBC reveals. This is how the game's played too. So this is why so many people go into the right-wing manosphere. This is why right-wing influencers dominate social media, because it's almost impossible to make it as a podcaster, as an influencer, if you're not right-wing. And it's because of shit like this. MSNBC reveals dark money group Democracy Unmuted has been paying influencers $1,500 per negative post about Kat Ablaze. Now, it doesn't even matter who she is. All that matters is they're paying right-wingers $1,500 per post just to shit on her. And this is how it is if you're a right-winger, right? They just throw fucking money at you. It sends a very clear message that you can't make it unless you're right-wing, right? And so they starve people like me out, and they make fucking bukus of money. This is what I'll make in 2 weeks. They make per post just for fucking nothing. Because this is how the game is played. They have all the fucking money on their side. But good news, the girls are fighting. Piers Morgan and Dave Rubin having a split, and I love it. Dave Rubin is all like, pretty sure Medjian got some of the Botox in her brain, and Piers would sell his mother to a jihadist for a click. And then Piers Morgan is like, wow, 4 months ago, I drove out to Rubin's podcast at home in Miami as a personal favor because he's done my show many times. I thought we were friends. How wrong could I be? Posh, posh, tea and crumpets. What a treacherous little weasel. Being Netanyahu's useful idiot has sent him and Shapiro nuts. And yeah, I love it. Hope they kill each other. Die, all of you. You guys seen Ben Shapiro's eyebrows lately? It's terrifying. Looks like a little fuzzy wiggle worm or some shit. I don't know what's up with that. I guess it's gender affirming care. Anyway. CEO of Palantir. You guys know this fucking nutbag. Billionaire Alex Karp posted this video of him talking about what the future of AI is going to bring. Now, I'm going to play this for you, but he is very clearly sending a message to other right-wingers that you need to fund him, because if you fund him and his AI company, this is what you get in return.
Industry has to support the warfighter. The one thing, though, that I think even now is underestimated by all actors in industry, and including in Silicon Valley, is how disruptive these technologies are. If you are going to disrupt the economic and therefore political power significantly of one-party space, highly educated, often female voters who vote mostly Democrat, and military and working class people who do not feel supported. And you feel like you believe that that's going to work out politically. You're in an insane asylum. Like, that you cannot have it. This technology disrupts humanity's trained, largely Democratic voters, and makes their economic power less.
So he's literally saying Democrats are more educated than Republicans, and AI is going to take the jobs of the educated people first. And so if you fund his company, you're basically going to eradicate Democrats, including a lot of women who tend to vote Democrat. So fund him, baby, fund him, and we can have one-party rule like we already fucking don't have that. But very clear message he's sending out. I hope everybody's picking up on it. And then we're going to finish out the Chud Watch with a little Charlie Kirk. Walking like it. Let's try that again. No, get off. Here. There we go. Woo. Dear Charlie Kirk, I'm sorry you got murked. Dude, you were the GOAT. You preached for 2A, then some dude who was gay shot you in the throat. You had a lot of takes. And most were super bad. You had a lot of takes, Charlie, and now you're super dead. Woo! And all right, first off, on tonight's Charlie Kirk section, down in Arkansas, Sarah Huckabee inviting Erica Kirk. So, as I pointed out to you guys before, Turning Point USA is basically just a de facto arm of the Republican Party. It's billed as an independent conservative organization, but it's not. That's why they had a state-run funeral for Charlie Kirk. So they're basically trying to mesh together public schools in Arkansas and all across the country with Turning Point USA chapters to make sure they brainwash all the children to become Republicans. So here's Sarah Huckabee inviting Erica Kirk come in and shut up the schools.
We are here to welcome one of the conservative movement's most talented, most outspoken, and most faithful.
Okay, first off, flag on the play. What is it about Erica Kirk that makes her talented? What literally has she ever done that showed any talent whatsoever? She's not a good speaker. She didn't start Turning Point USA. All she did was marry Charlie Kirk. That does not make you talented. They're always pissing in our face and telling us it's raining.
Leaders, Erica Kirk, to our great state. We're so proud to have her, and we're so proud of the incredible work that she is doing to help encourage students across the country.
And I guess she's heard all the criticism about her seeming too excited about Charlie Kirk being dead. So she's trying to seem, more sad and forlorn, not smile as much, not come out with fireworks and sparks and shit.
To engage and join Club America, which we're launching here in Arkansas, and we're just honored to have you.
Wallflower.
Bless you. We're so grateful, and thank you for honoring Charlie and his legacy and his mission to have a Club America on every high school chapter.
Yeah, that's what we want, a branch of the Republican Party in every public high school. That seems like that's illegal, but it doesn't matter. And then she got out there to speak and went through every emotion in her playbook. Horrible, horrible actress, but then she gave the game away, folks. Letting you know what Turning Point USA is really all about. Spoiler alert, white supremacy.
Don't let anyone disenfranchise you because you're a young man, especially a young white male man. Don't ever let don't
let anybody disenfranchise you, especially if you're a white male young man. White people have it so hard. Somebody please think of the crackers. Oh my God, I can't believe just good God.
Don't let anyone disenfranchise you because you're a young man, especially a young white male man. Don't ever let anyone talk down to you. We need strong men out there.
The entire society was created for us. What the absolute fuck? We're only 58% of the population. We have 80% of the wealth.
Strong men who are convicted.
Oh my God, just shut the fuck up. Holy God. And that Trump names Erica Kirk to key advisory board of the U.S. Air Force Academy, because why not? Imagine dedicating your entire life to climbing the military ladder and then being overruled by a dead podcaster's wife. But meritocracy, baby. Isn't this meritocracy? Didn't she earn her position there by marrying Charlie Kirk? But of course, meritocracy is just white supremacy. That's all it is, right? They don't believe it. They don't mean it. And if you're in the military and you're upset by this, quit. That's all I got to say, dummy. And yes, Erica Kirk will help advise the Defense Department on issues affecting the academy, because that's something she's really qualified to do, isn't it? Every day it's a bigger fucking joke than the last. Let's skip that one. And sadly, though, she's denigrating the memory of her dead husband to try to shill for endless wars. You know who ain't having it? Maggie Kelly says within 5 months he would be killed, but he saw the truth. And she reposted Charlie Kirk, who said, it's going unnoticed because so much other news is happening, but the war drums are beating again in D.C. The warmongers worry this is their last chance to get the white whale they've been chasing for 30 years, an all-out regime change war against Iran. This is all true. This is why they're doing it, folks, right now, because they're incredibly unpopular. Israel is a pariah state now. The entire fucking world rising up to hate them because of their genocide, mass child murder, right? And they know that time is running out. They have to do it now before the entire world turns against them for fucking good. So that's why they pressured Trump into, I guess, bankrupting us for endless wars. A new Middle East war would be a catastrophic mistake. Our military stockpiles are depleted from 3 years of backing Ukraine. Our effort to reshore manufacturing has only just begun and will take years to bear fruit. War would worsen our already immense deficit and national debt. Iran is larger than Iraq, Syria, and Afghanistan combined. A war would not be easy and could easily become a calamity. Thanks to President Trump's restraint during his first term. Oh, thank you, Trump. America has a golden opportunity to pull away from the Middle East quagmires for good. Oh, yeah, that worked out really well, you fucking dipshit. Of course, if Charlie was alive today, he would be supporting this because, as always, they are the people of nothing. Their words don't mean anything. He would be finding some way to justify it. He would just be bullshitting his fucking way through it, right? It's not a war. We were always at war with Iran. He's ending a war. He'd be saying all that fucking shit, right? So don't believe what he says. It doesn't fucking mean anything. Meanwhile, this is what Turning Point USA is all about, folks. It's so weird. Even the brown people they have in their organization are white supremacists. I guess it's like slavery days, like where some people just want to be part of the in-group so bad that even sell out their own fucking side just for a little bit of taste of belonging. Disturbing text from Turning Point USA College president exposed as he is forced to resign. Ian Valdez, that's a super white bread name. The president of the Florida International University Turning Point USA chapter has stepped down after a series of racist, anti-Semitic, and homophobic messages from the group's WhatsApp chat were leaked. Anyway, they were saying the N-word, all kinds of stuff, really. Another member of the chat who previously tried to start a pro-life group was saying the N-word. It says there. Let's see, down here, scroll right. Gonzalez, who was the sitting College Republican recruitment chairman, when somebody said the N-word, said, how edgy. And text spread out over several days. He went on to make the remarks such as, I refuse to be indoctrinated by the coloreds and avoid the coloreds like the plague. At one point, the group's chat directed hate towards Jewish women, advising members to have relationships with them, but not consider marriage. Ian Valdez added at the time, I would definitely not marry a Jew. Valdez also sounded off against immigration. Valdez, y'all. According to the Miami Herald, saying we need to have a moratorium on immigration temporarily unless it's someone from a first world country. Then he clarified, I obviously mean whites. This guy wants nothing but whites brought into the country, folks. So it's all beyond fucking parody, folks. None of it makes any fucking sense. Talking about house slaves, perfect example. But hey, tokens get spit. And that is my Chud Watch for this evening, folks. Exactly the type of people you think it is. Does he think he's white? He does, though. That's, I guess deep down inside, they all think that. Him and fucking Booker Nick Fuentes think they're white as shit. Yeah, Valdez, super white bread cracker, isn't he? Fucking sellouts. Yeah, they're all the same, folks. Whatever to get power, whatever to be included, whatever it fucking takes. I almost feel sorry for them, but not fucking really. I think they should fucking definitely start sending these guys to Iran, right? See how tough they are then. And all right, folks, get your super chats in. We're going into overtime. Who loves overtime? Everybody loves overtime. So if you've enjoyed my program tonight, please reward me. Help throw a coin to your Witcher. Overtime. And all right, move right along. It's time to free Palestine. Free Palestine.
Palestine.
And first up, on Free Palestine. So the war is not just in Iran, folks. It's not just in Palestine and Gaza. Israel thinks this is their last chance. Israel knows that they're losing the propaganda war worldwide, that everybody's turning against them because up until recently, the entire thing was being not televised, but posted on the internet. All the child murders until they had this recent blackout. And so they're just going fucking nuts with it. They're attacking all over the goddamn world. Like, it's the Gaza playbook here in a major Arab capital city that was once called the Paris of the Middle East. This is aftermath of overnight Israeli airstrikes in Beirut. Basically turned the entire thing into rubble, just like they did fucking Gaza, because nowhere's safe from these fucking terrorists. This is apparently where remember E used to be my number one funder. The number one sponsor of the show was my buddy E, and he was in Beirut. I guess he was a big Zionist, and he decided not to fund the show anymore after I was like, don't do child murder, please. And he was like, but I really like doing child murder. And I was like, I can't let you use my platform to push for child murder. And he was like, I can't believe you're such an asshole. And I was like, yeah, fuck me for not wanting kids to be murdered, right? Anyway, I do that over in Beirut. Not the only place they're bombing. Also, Lebanon, folks. Israel just bombed the Lebanese National Public University in Beirut. I guess this is the same Beirut. They murdered the director of the Faculty of Science, Dr. Hussein Abazi, and Dr. Murtada Shrar. It's exactly what they did in Palestine, right? It's a purposeful brain drain. They want to destroy all the smartest people in the society to make sure that the next generations have less information and less knowledge. They're easier to control and oppress. Same exact fucking playbook, right? Entire towns erased. Aftermath of Israeli strikes in southern Lebanon, Kafir Killa. Look at this shit. Exactly what they did to Gaza, folks. No bounds to their evil. No bounds to their fucking terror. Murder with impunity everywhere in the globe. And don't think that we're not next, folks. Just like every religion, all they want to do is spread. It's a virus. Do you think they're going to stop in the Middle East? Fuck no. Once they take out Lebanon, once they take out Iran, once they got Palestine, once they got Gaza, once they got all the Middle East, where do you think they're going to come next? It's going to be the entire fucking globe. Nobody's safe from this. And this is what it leads to, folks, a blowback. Terrorism. What Israel is doing does not make Jews safer. I preached this a million fucking times. I do not want any Jewish person to be hurt. I don't want you to be killed. And that's why I speak out against Israel. Not because I'm anti-Semitic, the very opposite. It's because I love my Jewish brothers and sisters, especially the ones that are not Zionist. I don't want you to be hurt. What they are doing makes you fucking less safe. Case in point, massive police response at Temple in Detroit after suspect rams truck loaded with explosives into synagogue and opens fire with a rifle. The attacker was eventually killed by security. I guess he didn't manage to blow up the synagogue, but he definitely tried. And you might be thinking, why? Why would he do this? Did he just go crazy for no reason? Does he hate our freedom? The man who rammed his explosive-laden truck into Michigan synagogue today was named Aman Gonzalez, According to a source familiar with the situation, Gonzalez posted photos overnight of his family members, including young children who were killed in a recent Israeli attack on the town of Mashara, Lebanon. This is a developing story. The children were named Ali and Fatima. His brother were Ibrahim and Qasim. They murdered his entire family. What would you do? Now, obviously, I wouldn't fucking go attack a synagogue. You should only attack military targets, right? You shouldn't attack innocent fucking people, but not everybody is as even-tempered as I am, right? Obviously, if you kill somebody's entire family, it might drive them fucking crazy, and it makes Jews less fucking safe, which is why every decent Jewish person should join me in speaking out against Israel, right? This terrorist organization. Immediately. Fuck this. Fuck all this. Meanwhile, this is how the press covers everything, and it's so fucking weird, y'all. This double standard they have when they're reporting on Israel. It's literally so dystopian. Here's the Associated Press. This is supposed to be a trusted news organization. Breaking. A large explosion struck a square filled with demonstrators in Iran's capital, Tehran. Iranian state television reported. I wonder what could have happened. The cause of the blast was not immediately known. Israel warned it could strike in the area just before the blast. Yeah, mystery, huh? I wonder what happened. Hey, Israel said they were about to bomb the area, and then the area got bombed. I wonder what happened. No way to possibly know, right? The cause is unknown. Who could figure this out? I'm sure it's just a coincidence, but yeah, folks. Hey, and when Israel bombs protesters, it's good, right? But when Iran does it, we have to decapitate their regime and bomb their country, right? Totally different, right? Totally different rule set. Meanwhile, you guys remember when Israel was raping Palestinians in prison? And then the courts thought about holding them accountable for rape. And then there were massive protests in the streets. The right to rape protest. That's literally what they're protesting for. They believe that Israel has the right to rape and murder anybody they wanted to. So they rioted in the streets. And yet, breaking, the Israeli military says it is dropping charges against 5 soldiers who were accused of sexually abusing rape. They're raping them. They actually made this guy a fucking national hero. Look at this guy. They brought him on. This rapist. Because that's what we're dealing with, folks. We're dealing with a nation of pedophiles, terrorists, and rapists who literally believe they have the right to rape you anytime they want to. The people that rape you are heroes. Just unfucking believable evil. And also remember, they blamed Palestinian children for their own deaths. They blamed the citizens of Palestine for their own deaths because they claimed they're used as human shields. They're not responsible for killing all these innocent civilians because Hamas puts their military bases around schools, around hospitals, and Israel has no choice but to bomb them and kill all the innocent people. But it's Hamas's fault. Well, shocker, Israel does exactly the same thing. An Israeli comedian inadvertently reveals that children's schools in Israel are being used as military bases. Oh, here's a shocker for you.
I had to get out of the house this morning, take a walk, get some fresh air, get myself a drink. And as I walked by the school that's across the street from my house, I saw this. All of these army jeeps parked in a place where normally kids play soccer.
Look at this soft rock music. Dude, it's so nice and peaceful in it. As I was walking around Israel, there were all these military trucks at a school. Isn't this cool? Isn't this so chill and peaceful, y'all?
The reserves are using it pretty much as a base to train.
Oh, really?
And
so human shields?
I continued on my walk, and the sky was clear and beautiful.
Oh, good for you.
Cars were driving.
Oh, were they driving?
As I just walked along, I was like, wow, this is like trying to be normal in such an abnormal situation.
Yeah, a whole nation full of terrorists and pedophiles and rapists just acting normal as they bomb children. Wow, it's almost like you're completely fucking evil and mentally sick. And that is my Free Palestine for this evening, y'all. Yeah, fuck that shit. In the arms of the angel. I know, right? Like a fucking commercial about sick dogs or some shit. They're such weirdos. And all right, let's keep it going, folks. Get your super chats in. HBO help a brother out. But for now, you guys are never going to believe what happened in religious bullshit. They raving on your kids. Religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. It's time for religious bullshit. It is time for religious bullshit. And folks, you're never gonna believe it. They finally caught one, and this time it was a youth pastor. What? Indian youth pastor gets 9 years for child porn. An Indian youth minister who exchanged pictures showing child sexual abuse with a Kentucky school superintendent has been sentenced to 9 years in federal prison. The investigation into the minister, Aaron Paul Lockman, 24, began with the arrest of Matthew Constant, former superintendent of Owensboro Public Schools. And here he is. Let's name and shame. Where's this picture at? There he is. Aaron Paul Lockman. What? That round-faced, no-chin bitch rape kids? Get out. Always the ones you most expect. And of course, been 3 or 4 days since my last show, so Missouri youth pastor gets 15 years on child porn sex charges. Another youth pastor? Man, I'm starting to see a pattern, guys. After his conviction was vacated and sent back to a lower court, a former church youth pastor pleaded guilty to statutory rape. Today in Jasper County courtroom, John Estes, 31, pled guilty to assaulting a 13-year-old. Yeah, this guy. What? This guy raped a kid? Yeah, of course he did. Look at this guy. I'm not saying that pedophiles have a look, but this is the pedophile look, guys. Come on. Fucking neck beard. Pastor to get 25 years for statutory rape and incest. A former Crystal Springs pastor is planning to enter a guilty plea to statutory rape, sexual battery, and incest. This week, Christopher Willett, 48, filed the petition in Copiah County more than a year after he was arrested for statutory rape. Yeah, he raped his relative, I guess. Was reported here last. Willett was also charged with computer luring of a person and child pornography. So, once again, another one of these neckbeards.
A Crystal Springs pastor is behind bars facing several charges, including statutory rape and sexual battery. Police arrested Christopher Willett, the pastor at First Presbyterian Church in Crystal Springs Tuesday. He faces a total of 5 charges with the possibility of additional charges.
Death penalty!
Willett is being
charged the parents. Meanwhile, man, I ain't even mad at televangelists. I'm jealous. I'm jealous at how easy it is for them to make money. Like literally infinite money glitch. I guess when you have absolutely no shame, the money just rolls in. So here is a pastor sparking debate after telling congregation to pay their tithes before they pay anything else, including groceries for their children's daycare, or their mortgage. You must pay the preacher first.
Got paid. My tithe is what? 100. So, man, I got to pay my daycare. They're going to kick my kid out. Here we go. All right. Ooh. Also, I need to pay my phone bill because T-Mobile about to cut me off. Grocery. Ooh. My kid's hungry. Oh, the Lord. Oh. Here's the Lord. Here's your $100, Lord. Thank you. And then here's my mortgage payment. Now, you say, well, Pastor, that's good. That's not good. Now, see, here's the difference. I'm helping somebody right now because if you just switch the order, you will see some increase come. Most people,
I love how they are desperate to be fleeced. Amen. Woo! Yeah. Tell us how you're more important than their own children, preacher.
People do what I just did. Watch this. They gave a tenth to the Lord, but they didn't do it first. We gave him a tenth, but this is how you can give a tenth and not give it first. But the scripture says the first one is what? So I done gave my money to somebody, holy money. I done gave it to the phone bill people. And you only give the 10th first to somebody who can bless you.
Man, I hate when these motherfuckers beg for money. It's so shameless. If you agree, let me know in the super chats.
So let me y'all give me my money back. Give me that. Give me this. Give me this. Give me this. Give me this. Thank you. Give me. Thank you very much. Now, this is what should have happened. So who should I give to first? The Lord. Switch places with somebody, Lord. So it don't matter where the Lord is on this. What matters is if whatever comes out first belongs to who? Okay, so here you go, Lord. And so watch this now. As I begin to pay other things, and let's say now it looks like I'm coming up short, God is obligated at that point to supply all of my needs because he's supposed to do that because I've honored him with the first.
Definitely what's going to happen. God going to pay your cable bill, y'all. God going to pay your food bill. God going to pay your daycare, right? That guy making sure he gets his, and they fucking love it. They love being abused, y'all. No bigger idiot than the fucking Christian idiot. That's wild. And speaking of which, this guy taking it to a whole nother level.
Thanks. Next week, I am asking that all church members bring a copy of your tax return so that I can review them. I'm going to put a stop to some of y'all playing in my face during tithes and offerings on Sunday morning.
Amen. Woo! Yeah, make us bring our tax returns, right? Woo! Make us beg you to pay you money. Yeah! Fleece us, daddy. Fleece us harder, daddy. Amen! Just good God, y'all. Crazy shit. I'm just jealous. I'm jealous. So easy if you're a Christian, man. I wish sometimes I didn't have a conscience, but I love sleep, so. Meanwhile, and this is why Christians are so easy to take advantage of. They're mentally ill. I love this woman. This woman knows it's all bullshit. She just tried not to get headbutted by this moonbat next to her. Watch her. She's like, all right. Calm down, Betty. Calm down, Betty. This is exactly the kind of church I grew up in, folks. I talked to this before about how they used to fall out in the spirit. And I guess I never believed it. Because when they would fall out in the spirit, I wouldn't catch nobody. I ain't catching you. I told you guys in a video before about crazy charity. Fucking charity! Used to pass out in the spirit all the time. One time we went to a revival. You know what a revival is? That's where they have to re-brainwash you every once in a while because the brainwashing wears off. So they have big churches, have people come in from all over the state, and they re-brainwash you. They bring the young people in there, and she was there. And she was standing right in front of me. There was a chair here, and I was sitting right behind her on the chair. And she was flinging out, and she just flopped backwards. Clearly expecting me to catch her. And I was like, I ain't catching you. So she falls backwards. She hits the chair hard. Blam on her back. And like falls forward, rolls on the ground. And she's hurt bad. But you know, she got to pretend like she fell out in the spirit. Because if she don't, she's giving the game away that she's just a nutbag trying to get a fucking attention. So she just lays there on the ground for a second. And then she slowly gets up. And then she looks at me like side-eyes me, this mean-ass look. Like, why didn't you catch me? Because you faking, bitch. I ain't catching you. I always knew it was fucking bullshit. I never fell out in the spirit, never. And I guess it occurred to me. The people that fall out in the spirit most of the time are the people that are clearly mentally ill. The craziest people in our churches are always the ones that got afflicted by Jesus and talking in tongues and shit. So I went about it, Charity. Hell no. See a psychologist or some shit. Meanwhile, I love how Christians always have to pretend like they're oppressed, like this one. They got a bunch of heavyset ladies out here on their cruise, and they're praying, and it says, they say you cannot mix faith with Disney. Who? Who said that? Who literally ever said that? No one ever said that. The fuck? But here we are, worshiping God on Disney's Castaway. Who gives a shit? No one's stopping you from praying. No one's stopping you from acting crazy. Quit acting like you oppressed, motherfuckers. You ain't oppressed. Nobody gives a shit. Good God. Just eternal fucking victims. And one more. Did you guys see this one? So last week, they had a prayer event at the White House. I guess Trump got to gin up all the Christian idiots again. He got up to like he's one of them to get their support for the endless child murder and war, bankrupting our country on death and bombs. So he had all the idiot moonbats place hands on him and pray for him. So, of course, China taking the opportunity to mock the fuck out of the United States. And so the big trend was bosses at their companies putting up pictures mocking Donald Trump of all their employees, laying hands on them. Meanwhile, in China, the viral White House prayer scene has turned into full-blown social media trend. Bosses at small businesses and factories are rounding up their employees to make fun of the stunt, forming a circle, placing hands on shoulders or heads, and I guess praying the gay away. Every day a new embarrassment. Look at this shit.
Honored to come before your presence today.
So fake, so phony. You know Trump doesn't believe in any of this. But he knows who the biggest dumbasses in the country are, who the ones who are easiest to fool and take advantage of. And so he's right. When he's right, he's right. I guess don't hate the player, hate the game. But pretty funny there. Pretty funny, China. And that is my religious bullshit for this evening, folks. And all right, folks, I got a Beyond Parody coming up. We got a couple Beyond Parodies. And I got one hero and then a big after party. I've been putting this together all week. So if you don't have your ticket for the after party, get your ticket now. Everybody on my Patreon, great way to get your ticket. You have access to all the after parties, but also you can get a ticket by becoming a Dust Buddy. So get your ticket now. Big after party coming up. It's the show after the show. Come hang out with us. But for now, move right along. Trying to finish you guys off with a happy ending. It's Beyond Parody. Beyond Parody! And did you guys hear about the super genius MAGA dipshits who got swindled by the AI soldiers? Hot! She's so hot! Oh my God, I'm in love! Love.exe. Download your heart to me. Binary Symphony. Anyway, an AI-generated soldier has apparently swindled scores of MAGA men. Shocker. The account Jessica Foster has amassed 1 million followers. What? I've been doing this for 20 years. I only got like 200,000. Only like 10,000 of them are real. God damn it. I'm doing it all wrong. 1 million followers on Instagram, funneling massive engagement and fake photos with President Donald Trump and MAGA-friendly captions to an OnlyFans account selling photos of feet. Yeah, here she is. So real, folks. So real, her and Donald Trump. Don't you want to buy her feet pics? Sexy AI feet pic. Look at, I want to lick those feet, y'all. Sexy as shit. Damn. I, for one, welcome our sexy ass AI overlords and their tasty feet. Meanwhile, speaking of feet, oh my God, such a stupid country. So Donald Trump has decided that he wants all his lackeys to wear the same shoes. All his underlings that follow him around, kiss his ass all the time inside the White House. He started buying them all the same pair of shoes. Not even expensive shoes. They're only $150. President Donald Trump has been doling out shoes to aides who are reportedly afraid of being seen wearing other footwear. So here are the steely-eyed alpha males. Here are the rugged individuals, folks. The free thinkers, all wearing the exact same shoes because they're too scared to go against what their daddy tells them to do. Just absolutely pathetic in every goddamn way. And you're wondering, how could this get any more pitiful? How could these guys be any more betas? Well, here's Marco Rubio. Apparently, Trump bought him some shoes that were the wrong size. At least 2 sizes too small, but he's too afraid not to wear them, so he's wearing these uncomfortable, giant clown shoes around fucking everywhere. So his daddy Trump won't get mad at him because, you know, he's a fucking alpha or a sigma or some shit. Good God. Most pathetic man, roll us. Meanwhile, I gotta say, I think Thomas Massie is a shoo-in. So Donald Trump doesn't like Republican Thomas Massie because Thomas Massie doesn't like pedophiles and is trying to get all the Epstein files released, and Donald Trump no liking that. So Donald Trump has picked his hand-chosen candidate to go up against Thomas Massie, and he's revealing him to the public now. This is the guy, folks, and you can literally see as the guy is talking in real time, Trump realizing this guy does not have the juice to beat Thomas Massie. No charisma, no riz. Watch this shit.
Hope the fake news gets this. Tom Massie stands with the ladies of The View. Tom Massie stands with the ladies of The View. Mr. President, we stand with you. Fight, fight, fight! USA! USA!
Thank you. Get the fuck out of here. That was terrible. And I heard Trump going to gaslight us, pretend like that was good.
I'm telling you, that is the greatest candidate.
Oh, that's the greatest guy. Oh, yeah. Woo, that's the best we can do, folks. Fight, 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 USA. Woo, so good. So good. My top pick, that guy. Yeah, dead on arrival. The fuck? Meanwhile, Melania Trump got up to give her speech, and it's amazing how they're all the same. They're all a bunch of narcissists, megalomaniacs who think their shit don't stink, and not afraid to tell you how great they are. As the host of the world's greatest show, I hate when people are not humble. Here's Melania Trump talking about herself as a visionary. Good God.
Across the country today,
women
are finding unique ways to balance
ways.
career ambition
and
family. We all know these incredible women.
It's incredible.
They dominate America's workforce now more than ever before. As a visionary,
she's a visionary.
I know success is not born overnight.
That's right. She works so hard.
Rather take shape after a long and sometimes challenging process.
She's challenging. She's the best among us.
Often alone at the top. I follow my passion.
She's the top at the top.
Listen to my instinct.
She's visionary.
Always maintain a laser focus.
Laser focus. She's so focused.
In solitude, my creative mind dances.
Shut the fuck up, bitch! You're literally just a prostitute, okay? All you've ever done is suck the dick of rich men. You a gold digger. You not a visionary. It doesn't take any vision to swallow balls. Good God. No self-awareness whatsoever. Holy shit. Meanwhile, as I tell you guys repeatedly, they're the people of nothing. Their words don't mean anything. So apparently, Laura Loomer got invited to speak in India. So she's like, see you soon, India. Looking forward to speaking at the India Today Conclave 2026 conference this week. Love you, India. Woo! Can't wait to come hang out with you. Always been a bigger supporter of India, but you're going to laugh. Before she posted this, she deleted every tweet she ever made about India, which was nothing but shitting on India. Like, silly white people, stop watching Boy Meets World and turn on Bollywood so you can watch rape culture steal your job. Deleted. Okay, I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong, India does have running water. It just runs out of people's asses. Deleted. Nope, the invaders drink from the same water they bathe and shit in. I have that on video too, coming to a city near you. Deleted. The average IQ in India is 76. Best and brightest. Deleted. High-skilled immigrant. Doesn't have running water or toilet paper. Laughing my ass off. Deleted. Our country was built by white Europeans. Actually, not third world invaders from India. Deleted. So obviously, as always, nothing they say means anything. They don't care about their own words. Why the fuck should you? And yes, as per Laura Loomer, India has rape culture. India has 76 average IQ. India is a third world country. Indians are third world invaders. Indians can't afford water, toilet paper. She has abused Indians constantly for years and now deletes all those posts. Because they know there's no ramifications, right? They know they'll never be held responsible. They know no conservative actually gives a shit about anything, right? It's just team sports. But beautifully, folks, MAGA seems to be going through some things. I'm just saying Alex Jones don't seem like he's taking the Iran war that well. Let's have a listen.
Trump's our wife.
Trump's our wife.
We're married to him.
We're married to Trump.
And then we catch somebody taking him away.
They run to the train on Trump.
Their house.
They fucking him in the ass.
And Trump's got his legs up behind his ears, and Lindsey Graham's in there with Netanyahu double teaming him.
His little ladybug.
We're coming over the house saying, "Hey,
don't fuck my wife,
honey. You need to come out here with us. I'll let it pass on this.
I don't want to be a
counseling or
I forgive you."
You got Cat Turd pulling on my shoulder, going, "Hey, let him gangbang Trump and us at the same time." Don't you know? And I'm watching Lindsey Graham and Netanyahu, double team Trump. No, that's ours. I mean, you got Pound Town going on right now.
Taking it to Pound Town.
And I guess the triple team Huckabee's in there too.
Reach around.
So they got
swallow the gravy.
Trump stuff like a Christmas turkey here.
Woo! And of course, nothing's ever Trump's fault. That's what you got to love about MAGA movement. No matter what the fuck Trump does, he's never responsible for anything, but yet he should still be in charge of everything. Don't think about it, idiots. Meanwhile, folks, this may be the most ironic video I've ever seen. the very definition of no self-awareness whatsoever. This is a crazy one, y'all. So here's a private jet with Trump's chief of staff, Susie Wiles. Nothing but billionaires on this fancy, fancy-ass airplane. Sitting in their comfy seats, drinking champagne, drinking wine, eating caviar, and listening to... Oh my God, it's literally a song about how rich people are fucking up the world. Rich man from Richmond, it's a song about you. He's literally shitting on you. Good God, it's like how they play Unfortunate Son before Trump comes out. A song literally about how rich assholes don't get sent to war, but poor kids do. They have to die for these rich assholes, and he's playing it like no irony whatsoever. It's like when they play Born in the USA like it's a pro-America song. Like, what the absolute fuck? Crazy town, but ain't nothing matters anymore. Words don't have any meaning. We're beyond that. It's a postmodern society. And that is my Beyond Parody. Fuck yeah. And all right, I got two heroes. Actually, one of these was supposed to be in Chud Watch, but it'll work at the heroes, so we'll play it in the heroes next. And then we're out of here. Last chance to get your super chats in, folks. Help a brother out. But for now... we could be heroes for just for one day. Today's the day. We could be heroes just for one day. And all right, two heroes for you guys today. First off, the senator explaining exactly to Senator Corrin why the SAVE Act is a bad idea. You guys know what the SAVE Act is? It's the act Donald Trump is trying to pass right now to basically give him control of all the elections. The entire purpose of it is to disenfranchise tens of millions of Americans to make it less likely for Democrats to vote. You might ask yourself, how does it do that, Dusty? Here's the explanation of it.
So I don't understand how it could disenfranchise millions of Americans, and maybe he would explain.
Yeah, I didn't bother to read it. I didn't bother to Google it. I have no idea what the fuck's going on. So can somebody explain this to me? Says idiot Corbin.
So I don't understand how it could disenfranchise millions of Americans, and maybe he would explain.
I'm happy to. Thank you for that question, because I think all of us should be aware of the fact of what is required by this act when it comes to registering to vote. You have to present identification, correct? But your driver's license, which most people use in the course of business every single day, is not acceptable. What is acceptable is a passport. 50% of Americans do not have a passport. Those who want to obtain it so they can vote will pay $186 and wait 3 or 4 weeks for that to happen. Secondly, you can use a birth certificate. But any person who has changed their name as a result of a marriage or a hyphenated relationship has to find not only their birth certificate, but some correction of it to prove that they're eligible to register to vote. It's estimated that 9% of the voters in America do not have the identification required by this bill. It means ultimately that those people will not be voting. And I think that is the ultimate goal of this administration.
One last question. Those are all matters that could be addressed by amendments to the bill itself if we get on the bill, correct?
When's the last time we amended
a bill? Which I would think there was
When's the last time we amended a bill, you fucking liar? You know you're not going to do that. You just got to get us to pass this shit so then you can make no amendments to it, and you can disenfranchise millions of voters, make less people vote, which is the only way Republicans win. So that's the goal. That's the plan, folks. It's very goddamn obvious. Hopefully they don't get away with it, but who fucking knows this stupid ass country. And one more hero to finish you guys off with. And if you guys like this, tune into the after party. We're going to check out all the latest videos from the Palestinian News Network. This hilarious, quick-witted son of a bitch just walks around Capitol building and asks people if they support the war in Iran. And for those of you who are tempted to feel sorry for our soldiers who die for pedophiles in Israel, watch this.
I have a question for my Instagram. Are you willing to die for Israel? Huh?
He's like, maybe, probably. I'll die for Israel. Hey, if he wants to die for Israel, let these motherfuckers die for Israel. Whatever. If you don't give a shit about your own life, why the fuck should I?
America first or Israel first? You can't answer that question, sir? As an American citizen, you can't say America first? Did you sign your life away to Israel or to America, sir? Huh? Come on, man. We were just vibing. What happened?
We're not vibing.
Nah? Why? Because I asked you a simple question?
It came out of nowhere.
Yeah, America first, Israel first. Where are you with?
You can answer it.
All right. You can answer it now.
I'm good.
Are you allowed to say America first?
I'm good.
Are you allowed to, though?
I'm all right. Have a good day, sir.
So you can't say America first?
Have a good day.
Why are you getting upset?
I'm not getting upset. I'm just saying have a good day.
You sound stressed, brother. You sound stressed. You know they're killing children in Iran? Yeah. I have a question for my Instagram.
Got no problem killing children in Iran. Got no problem killing children anywhere. A lot of these fucking military guys are just bloodthirsty animals, right? Fuck them. Quit. If you don't want to fucking die for Israel, fucking quit. And that is my heroes in my show for tonight, folks. Be sure to tune in. We got an after party coming up. It starts here and goes down to here. And then we're going to check out more Palestinian News Network videos for you guys who want more of that. And you know you do. I got you covered. Get your ticket now if you don't already have it. Go sign up. Go sign up to my Patreon. Link in the description of the video, folks. And also here, aim your... Hard to point. Aim your camera phone at the QR code. I promise you. It'll pop up a link that takes you to my PayPal. So help a brother out. I would appreciate it. And also, Patreon is up there too. Links in the description of the video for all that. If you bail out, do me a favor, folks. Please hit the like button before you go. Please leave comments. Just write a comment. Hit enter. Say whatever. I don't give a fuck. It helps the algorithm. Folks, I'm trying to get my user numbers up. They dropping like hell. I've lost 100 subscribers every month for the last 10 years. It sucks shit. Please help spread my channel, spread my videos. I'm only going to grow if you guys help me grow. Word of mouth is the best way to grow the show. I am shadow banned everywhere. People who have been subscribed to me for 20 years don't even ever see the links to my videos because YouTube won't show them. So if you guys don't help me, I'm doomed as doom could be, I'm going to say. So please help me out. Thank you in advance. And all right. I'm going to read the PayPals. I'm going to play We Are So Fucked in Rebecca's honor. PayPal.com. But first, we're going to read some super chats. Under the gun, $20. I fell out of the spirit when I was 10. Only time I ever even raised my hand, I did it one time when I was at camp. They sent me to this Christian camp, and I was trying to impress a girl, so I did it. And that's the only time I ever did it. I never felt it, though. Never really spoke in tongues. I always knew that fucking was bullshit. I always thought everybody was weird that does that because they are. I just went to church for girls, to be honest with you. I didn't believe it, though. I believed in Jesus and all that shit, but that's where all the girls were. I was a horny little goat. I fell in the spirit when I was 10 at a Pentecostal camp. Hey, me too. I thought they blood choked me, but now I know that it was a mass hysteria. Yep, they play the hypnotic music repetitive over and over again to get you in a trance-like state, and they scream and you'll fall out. Different cultures experience differently. Yeah, it's voodoo. Same shit all over the globe. Thank you, Under the Gun. Bradley, 1983, $5. Trump said we're making a lot of money with these high gas prices and with the tariffs. If I make any money, I'm going to go, bro. Yeah, we are the feedstock. They make money off of us, not even trying to hide anymore. It's crazy as shit. Dusty, my TV stopped working. Just turned off and won't turn back on again. This was when you talked about Israel. Conspiracy! They listening. Fuck that. Buy yourself a new TV, buddy. Appreciate you. Wings of Shoe. Hezbollah is keeping back the ground, and Iran is making a sequel to their hit song. God damn it. It crashed. Fucking. All right, let's read some, Laura Giblin sent me $10. Thank you, Laura. Appreciate that over on the PayPal. Lisa Ashburn sent me $10. Thank you, Lisa. You fucking rock. Brian Ash sent me $50. Very generous. Brian Ash. Hell yeah. Let's see if Brian said anything. Roland Pavlov sent me $25. Thank you, Roland. Bill A. Condre sent me $25. This is all over the last week for my birthday and shit. A lot of birthday money. $20 from Michael Moody. Thank you, Michael. Justin Hulse, $5. Lisa Astbury, $20. Thank you, Lisa. Roxanne Colella, $5. Thank you, Roxanne. Colleen Kean, $51. Very, very generous. Thank you, Colleen Kean. Jennifer Connery, $5. Thank you, Jennifer. I paid Chris, our editor, $160. Keep up the good work, Chris. Richard Savage, $40. Thank you, Richard. You rock. I bought a game. I guess that was the last one I did. I bought fucking Slay the Spire 2. Hell yeah. Happy belated birthday, Dusty. Love the show. I appreciate you. Thanks, Brian. You rock. Happy birthday. Thank you. I appreciate you. Doesn't say who that is. Okay. Roland. Thank you, Roland. Check out. All right. Thank you. Appreciate you. Happy birthday. Thanks a lot. I appreciate you, Michael. Happy birthday. You rock. I would like to see more cats. I think I read that last show, but I can read these twice. It's all good. You guys deserve it. And Goods and Service watching. You have a great birthday next Tuesday. Fuck yeah. Thank you, Richard. You all rock. And thank you, everybody who donated. Now let's go back over and finish up the super chats. If we can figure out where we left off. Hezbollah is keeping back the ground, and Iran is making a sequel to their hit song. All Israel can do is target civilians and rage of losing. Yeah, I noticed I hadn't heard nothing about Israel losing any soldiers, even though America's lost 12. Die for Israel, morons. Let the hate Barbies fight and free Palestine. Yeah, free Palestine. Hope they kill each other. Send Barrett. You know his ass got some bone spurs. He ain't going nowhere, Starch. Dusty, you're officially the cheapest therapy. And living in Chudville, I need it. Hey, you guys are my therapy. I appreciate you hanging out with me, living this experience with me. I don't feel so alone. Love you, Dusty. Hope you had a good birthday. Big love to the Pharaohs. Already read that? Fuck yeah. And got a big one then. $69.99. Woo! From Jag. Happy birthday, buddy. Hey, I appreciate you. You fucking rock, Jag. Read my fucking chat again. Right. All right. Under the gun. I fell out in the spirit when I was 10 at a Pentecostal camp. Thought they blood choked me, but now I know that it was mass hysteria. Do a deep dive. Different cultures experience it differently. Look up the dancing plague. I read that already. Didn't I read it right? Anyway, yeah, I'm right there with you. I went through all that hypnosis bullshit growing up, so I feel you. And thank you, Under the Gun. And all right, folks, I'm going to be back. Monday. It's only a weekend away. The greatest show humanity has ever known coming at you. So be sure to tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern. Leave a comment. Help me out with the patron. Don't let me go bankrupt. I appreciate you guys. After party coming up next. And let me make sure I don't have any cash apps because I gotta give everybody their due here. Cash app. Where the fuck is it? There it is. And all right, in Rebecca's honor, since she loves this song, we're going to play We Are So Fucked, an original song by Dusty Smith, and do a little kitty party. I doubt any cats are going to show up. They're so fucking fat and spoiled. Cash App, I got a couple Cash Apps real quick. Come on. Everything's so slow. I got this fucking Android phone. It's fucking shit. $10 from Michael Mercer. $2 from Jeremiah Turner. And $10 from True Caring Living. I think those are all of them. All right. Folks, after party coming up next. I'll see the rest of you on Monday. Here's We Are So Fucked, an original song by Dusty Smith.
Round up the Browns, cancel the schools.
For Rebecca.
Genocide the kids, nominate the fools. Take all the money, spiral the debt. Society of zombies, hey, are we great yet?
Only Cece showed up.
I pledge allegiance to this man. In fraud we trust, that's the plan. No heroes left, our tail is tucked. I hope you understand. We are so fucked. We are so fucked. Turns out our people suck.
Good night, y'all. After party coming up.
We aren't great, but we're definitely fucked. Such a dumb people, impossibly broken. Such small minds, you must be joking. If this is our best is hate. We're a lot of things, but we are not great. I pledge allegiance to this man. In fraud we trust, that's the plan. No heroes left, our tail is tucked. I hope you understand. We are so fucked. We are so fucked. Turns out our people sucked. We are great, but we're definitely fucked. We are so fucked. We are so fucked. Turns out our people sucked. We are great, but we're definitely fucked. One nation under fraud. One nation under fraud. We are one nation under fraud. Impossibly flawed. Orange is the new God. We are so fucked. We are so fucked. Turns out our people sucked. We are great, but we're definitely fucked.
Thank you, NFP. Appreciate you. Welcome to Dust Buddies. You got your ticket, Lotus Empire. Come hang out. After party coming up next. Love you guys. See you Friday. Switch over now